What's good, everybody? Welcome to Q and Colb. A lot of show to get into, man. But before we get into that, let's clap it up for Curtis, y'all. Clap it up for Curtis. Come on, Curtis. Clap it up for Curtis. Get on screen now. Yeah. Don't pat the hairline, dog. We see it, But Curtis, what hoodie do you have on today?
It's easy gang. Shout out Burleezy, the YouTuber. So I pulled that on today.
Okay. Big shout out Burleezy. That's an OG YouTuber. He was back in I think I was in college. He was making videos, wasn't he?
Something like that.
Yeah. He was like RDC's original sketches. That's how old he is. But
hey, before we even get started, Curtis. Unban Domo, Curtis. Unban Domo.
Oh my God! Is it necessary?
Yes, it Domo or Domo?
It's Domo.
It's Domo. Okay.
Domo, same thing. Not really, but
no, it's not.
Unban Domo.
I will figure out how to do it. I'm gonna figure out how to do it by the end of the show.
Why so insistent, Cole?
Because we got hashtag free Domo in the
because
chat.
We got hashtag free Domo in the chat. It's like, all right, man. Let's just let Domo back.
You've made him more popular, Curtis. The strike zone effect is real.
Like, come on, man. Free Domo.
The domino effect.
The domino effect?
Yes.
Look
you
what you've
try
done.
To deny it.
Look what you've done.
Oh, shit. That is hilarious, man. All right, so are we going to actually talk about football today?
Yes, we will, but as far as the Domo situation, we will address it after the show. So,
I'm about to take care of this right now. I know how to do it. Yeah, I know how to do it.
Ah, shit.
Man. Yeah. Stay tuned.
Man.
Stay tuned. The man is back. Hold on. Let me get to it. But real quick, Cole, tell me what you thought about the preseason game. Just while I get this figured out.
Okay, I know this is not what people want to talk about, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Listen, I think Luke Whippler is actually really good, dog. I was like, you know what?
You know
this
who else looked good?
He might be a hooper. He might be good.
I thought Zinter had some really good moments too.
Really?
Yeah, I thought Zinter looked pretty good too at times.
I think Tevin Jenkins had a way better game in week 2 than he had in week 1.
Week 2? Oh, Tevin was so bad week 1, it was kind of suspicious, dog.
It definitely looked like I just got off an injury. I ain't really been practicing.
No, it didn't even look like that. I'm gonna be real with you. It looked like he didn't give a fuck, right? I don't know why he didn't give a fuck, but it looked like he didn't give a fuck. I'm gonna be real with you. It was bad. It was like you saw it, right, Curtis? The Tevin Jenkins tape. It wasn't just like, oh, he's a little rusty. It was like, bro, you aren't.
It looked like he didn't know. It looked like the man didn't know how to play football.
This is a dude who's been a starter for 3 years. So it's like, what was that? I don't know. Maybe Shedeur owe him money or something like that, because that's the only explanation I could find for why he looked so bad. He been practicing all camp.
He looked real good. He looked real good on Saturday, dog. He looked real good.
Hey, we might find out. Dillon's his boy. He said, I got you. Let's see how he can escape when I do this.
I was just watching it. I'm like, damn, bro, what happened in a week?
I would not take that out the realm of possibility, because we have to remember this is Shedeur Sanders we're talking about, a man who violently threw his offensive line under the bus so many times during his college career. And I can imagine he got sacked at practice one time and said something about Tevin Jenkins, and the vet was not going to have that from no rookie. And also, look, Dillon Gabriel, he got the swag of somebody who got a great relationship with their offensive line role.
Hey, listen, I think that's one of the hallmarks of a franchise quarterback. Being the O-line room, we are good.
Look, I bet his best friends play O-line from Oregon, from OU, from UCF, all his old boys. I ain't never heard Gabe Davis talk about, my homie Dillon. But I bet you hear a bunch of offensive linemen like, Dillon, that's my guy. You ask Josh Connerly? I bet Josh Connerly a big Dillon Gabriel guy. But I can't find what was Damo's name on YouTube.
I have no idea. I can't remember it.
That's crazy. I know you don't remember it. Kurt Cole, do you remember it?
I don't think. I think it might have been his real name, but let me ask.
Yeah. We trying to get him rid of, but I'm not seeing anything that looks like him in the hidden users list. So he might have not been blocked in the first place. You sure you blocked him?
Sure, me. I mean, put him in timeout.
No, I don't think he's blocked. This whole controversy, that man been free this whole time. That'd be hilarious.
That would actually be hilarious. The most Q and Colb thing ever.
So Dillon Gabriel played a preseason game and everybody lost their mind. It's basically what happened here. It was interesting to see, and I talked about this before the game on my channel, where I was like, there's gonna be a heavy incentive to significantly downplay everything that Dillon Gabriel does, even if it's positive, even if it's negative, or if it's negative, people are gonna play it up. And we definitely saw that happen Saturday, right? Because I think everybody who watched the game walked out of being like, "Oh no, Dillon was pretty impressive." Some good stuff there. It's the arm. I think the arm looked a lot more live than I think we were expecting that arm to do. He was able to find passing lanes, right? That was a big question. Can he work the middle of the field? I thought he worked the middle of the field really well in the preseason game, and he was working deep intermediate. I think he had a better yards per target number than Shedeur did in his game, right? So I know people were expecting it was going to be check down city. He did not play like check down city. He made a couple of mistakes, didn't get wide enough on a handoff to Pierre Strong, resulted in a fumble, got to clean that up, threw a pick six because he didn't give up on the play action. Those are mistakes you're willing to learn through in the preseason. Like, again, if it was a regular season game and that happens, yeah, put him on the bench. But if it's the preseason and it happens, I don't really care as much. So yeah, I thought Dillon looked pretty solid, but boy, when I expressed that opinion on the fucking internet, did that turn out to be the most polarizing thing you could say about anything? What do you guys feel about the current environment right now, discussing two guys who are definitely probably not going to play the first month of the season?
I view it like, go ahead, Cole.
I just don't understand all the angst. To be like, I don't understand all the angst and trying to constantly fight with one another behind this. Like, at the end of the day, bro, it's a guy who was a 3rd round pick and another guy who was a 5th round pick, and I just feel like we shouldn't be fighting each other over either of them. They're not going to play. Listen, neither one of them is probably going to play like the first 6 weeks, to be honest.
And nor should they. Like, I think, well, it depends what happens with Kenny Pickett.
I would hope that Kenny gets traded at this point.
Well, if Kenny gets traded, then somebody's going to have to be the backup, and that guy's probably going to play a little bit.
I think it will be Dillon.
Yeah, and so Dillon might play in the first 6 weeks, right? Shedeur more than likely won't play in the first 6 weeks. And by the way, I can't wait for the day. I'm joking, by the way. I'm not looking forward to this day at all. But when the Browns announce that he's not on the active 48 for the game day roster, if people are trying to comprehend what that means, who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, oh, that's going to be a fun day on Twitter. That's going to be a fun day, Colb. I hope you're ready to explain basic NFL roster rules to people because there are going to be some people like Shedeur got cut.
Like, no, he did not get cut.
They don't even got him dressing. Bro, tell me this is a conspiracy. They don't even want the possibility of him playing.
It's just gonna be it's gonna be ridiculous, bro. It's gonna be ridiculous, man.
I was telling people, I'm like, look, when it was this crazy in OTAs, I'm like, wait till people start to misunderstand the preseason. Like, That was absolutely going to happen. And what was interesting about this week is people are trying to do like an apples to apples comp of what Shedeur did and what Dillon did. In reality, it's really not, because the Browns ran way more of their normal offense in week 2 of the preseason, I thought, than they did in week 1. And that might be because it's Dillon. That might not be because it's Dillon, right? We have no way of knowing because Shedeur didn't play in this game. And also the Eagles ran like a lot closer to like what NFL teams are going to do, right? The Panthers were out there running base vanilla, not even like twisting on the defensive line defense out there, even though it was technically starters. They weren't doing starter shit where you could see like the Eagles were like disguising, doing blitzes more often. So again, it's really not an apples to apples comp between the two. I think people just gotta look at it like, hey, there was the challenge for this week. Dillon did fine. Shedeur did fine in his challenge. It's really not that big of a deal that both these quarterbacks looked good when they were out there. If you want to say one looked better than the other, I really don't have a problem with that. I think in my mind, Shedeur's playmaking ability is a lot more intriguing to me, but it's not a bad thing. And the fact that we've been debating this, arguing about this, when it's like for all of Cleveland Browns life, we've seen like Cody Kessler and Kevin Hogan go out there and look like shit. Both of them hope they both don't have to play. And we see two guys who are like, oh yeah, you know, I can see it. And we're sitting here mad about it. That's the most Cleveland shit of all time. Okay.
let's be honest though. Let's be honest about that though. I think we have to make the distinction between people who are Browns fans
and Colorado fans
and the hanger-ons that have come since the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like
the Colorado Buff fans. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Are they actually Colorado Buff fans though?
I don't even think half of them are.
Like, serious question though. Like, were they there when Colorado was winning one game, or were they rooting for Jackson State?
Probably root for Jackson State, and that's fine.
Yeah, they really just Deion Sanders fans. Let's. This is what it is.
Like it's weird. Like, it's weird. You know what the crazy thing is? Everybody loves Shedeur. Everybody loves Shedeur. Everybody has nothing but good things to say about Shedeur. Him and Joe Flacco been laughing it up, having a great time on the sideline. Even him and Kenny Pickett, like he been kicking it with Miles and Denzel and all. Everybody loves Shedeur, bro. Everybody. Andrew Berry loves Shedeur. Clearly. We heard the audio. He loves Shedeur.
Yeah.
But I watched Dillon play on Saturday, and I was like, yeah, I can see why Kevin would like that.
That's all I wanted to see in the preseason was like, hey, man, make this make sense. And I think what you saw from Dillon was like, okay, I get what you was thinking. Like, yeah. I don't think it was crazy anymore. Was it early? Yeah. But it doesn't look batshit insane, right? Like, I think that's what you could say from Dillon Gabriel. It's like, oh, the selection of him makes sense. The selection of Shedeur Sanders makes sense. Like, yeah. It all makes sense if you're paying attention here. And I see somebody already mad that like Shedeur didn't get first team reps. I need you to understand this. I don't know who's been lying to you this whole fucking time, but people like me have been telling you he was never gonna fucking start week 1. He was never getting week 1 reps. He was never getting starting reps. There was never the real deal. It was always Kenny Pickett or Joe Flacco. And then, like, the fact that people are upset about something that was never going to happen, never promised, is nuts to me. And do you really even want that?
That's my thing. That's always been my thing with this entire situation. Just look at their first 6 games. Why would you want to subject Shedeur Sanders to that right out the gate?
Well, he's going to get killed. Against the Bengals week 1, he might get a little layup in there.
Hey, I'm about to say, the Bengals might make everybody look
good. We're going to talk about that later.
Listen, y'all know exactly what I'm saying. It's not the Bengals game. It's every game after that.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. I understand what you're saying. But yeah, every other defense you play after that is one of the best defenses in the NFL. And we'll be game planning for him in a way that, like, again, like success in the preseason, not really indicative of regular season success for a number of reasons. One, Teams aren't game planning for you. Teams aren't taking things away from you, which would definitely happen with Shedeur. They would try to take things away from him, force him to do things he's not comfortable with. And look, it's going to happen to Dillon if he gets out there, right? They know what Dillon's comfortable doing. They're going to try to take certain shit away from him, make the middle of the field really, really hard to find. Like, it's going to be a world of magnitude different to have success in the regular season than the preseason, which is why Joe Flacco is the starter. Like, because he's the only one there right now at that point. We'll see what happens with Kenny. I think they'll keep him on the 53 initially, try to trade him. My thinking is this. If nobody wants to give me a 2027 6th-round pick for Kenny Pickett, he's probably clearing waivers. Nobody's going to pay, $8 million to pick him up? That's what it is, right? His contract's about $8 million.
I believe
it's the last year of a first-round contract, right?
Let me pull up Sport Track. Let me see. Because I don't think. Let's see.
This is weird. It's got to be at least 6. He was a first-round pick, 4th year of the deal.
I think he's closer to 6. I think he's closer to 6 than 8, but I don't know. Let me see.
Let's look it up. Over the cap. Big shout out Jack Duffin. He put me on the over the cap better than a spot track a long time ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So I see the cap. The cap
hit's not going to be that high.
Yeah, cap hit's only like 2.6.
2.6. Damn, man, you ain't getting paid shit if you're a first round pick. I thought it would be more than that. Yeah, it's only 2.6. It's way lower than I thought.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody gonna claim him though. Do you think anybody claims him? Like, if you're not willing to give up a 6 to guarantee him, like, do you claim him?
Probably not.
So if he goes through waivers, you could probably sneak him on your practice squad because he's gonna want to sign there because you're gonna tell him basically, hey, if Joe Flacco gets hurt through the first half of the season, you're gonna be the starter the next week, and that's gonna be the best chance he's gonna get to start.
I mean, sure. If that's what we're trying to do.
Because he's trying to play to prove that he could start again. Who else is going to give him a better chance to play unless, like, the Saints are interested, but I think the Saints will trade.
The Saints are just so bad right now, so I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. How you feeling about Tyler Shuck? Look, I've been pretty encouraged by Jackson Dart, more encouraged than I thought I was going to be by this point. Tyler Shuck, I'm like, yeah, well, he looks like he sucks. Like,
hey, Curtis, how's Jalen Milroe been looking? You've been impressed?
He barely played last week.
He barely played last week, and when he did, it was just basic handing the ball off. So, this week I think he'll get more extended reps.
No, you won't.
Who knows? Hey, man, who knows?
That first one was a chance to get reps.
Why you say no, you won't?
No, because they got how many quarterbacks they got out there ahead of him right now? They got like 3.
They got Drew Lock and Sam Darnold.
Yeah, they got Drew Lock out there. So Sam Darnold's probably going to get most of the first half. If this is like they're going to do the whole dress rehearsal thing. New quarterback, new offense.
They might. They might, because I think they did a little bit of a preview of the dress rehearsal last week and they looked fine. So maybe they do it again this week. Who knows? Yeah,
we get the run game down, right? Really just get procedure down. Probably going to be a half. And then Drew Lock's going to get a quarter. And then Jalen Milroe going to get what the fuck's left.
Pretty much.
And they're probably just going to hand the ball off at that point. Because they're trying to evaluate the run game more than they're trying to evaluate Milroe. His spot's safe. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to see much of Milroe. But has anybody stood out to you preseason-wise so far?
Aiden Huntington.
Aiden Huntington. I've been hearing a lot about him.
Certified Hooper.
Hey, man. Special teams demon, Aiden Huntington.
Oh, is he the fat guy that be running down?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's enough for me to want him to be rostered. I thought the Browns' run game throughout 2 preseason games has been pretty good, or encouraging at least. You know,
what hasn't been encouraging?
What?
These backup tight ends we got.
Oh, you're talking about
Whitehart and Bates. Is he technically the other tight end?
Bates isn't going to make the team. But
I'm just saying, I'm just like
Camella not going to make the team either, right? But yeah, Whitehart's. I mean, he's not out there because he's a great route runner. He's terrible as a route runner.
Hey, he ain't a great blocker either.
Yeah. So, where's your third tight end?
Yeah, I can see Andrew Berry being like, you know what? If somebody waves a tight end that I like.
Darnell Washington, maybe
they could just. They're not gonna cut Darnell Washington. Are you crazy?
They can't. They're not cutting Darnell. He's their best.
You never know.
He's their best left tackle.
Hey man, you never know.
Crazy.
Hey man, you never know.
You dreaming.
I'd claim Darnell in 2 seconds if they.
You get the chance to. He get claimed well before you get to Cleveland on the waiver wire. But
are we 2?
Are we 2? Is it draft order?
Are we? I think we're 2 on the waiver wire right now.
No, have we claimed anybody?
I'm not sure.
Because don't you go to the back after you claim somebody?
I don't know how any of that
works.
Let me see where we're at.
You know, Andrew always on the prowl. We found that out this week.
And the Blackberry.
Hey, if you hear Andrew Berry has met with the wide receiver, take that very seriously. Okay.
Okay, so I believe it is based on the draft order, so we will be second.
All right. Yeah, so we could get him if he gets cut, but they're not going to cut him.
They're not cutting him. They can't cut him.
No, they're not going to cut him.
I would be shocked if they cut Darnell.
No, I don't even think it's a discussion to him. But if they cut him to keep Connor Hayward, okay.
Oh yeah, don't worry, brother. You can come straight to Cleveland.
You know. But look, honestly, I think they're just going to keep the extra tackle and just do tackle eligible, like they've done like a couple years in a row, right? Because Barton's been pretty good. The other tackle they've had out there, I think he's been fine. Your boy not going to make the team though.
Who?
Cohen, Javion.
Oh yeah, he get cut.
Ooh, get his ass beat every rep.
Yeah, man. I was just like, ooh, it's over. It's over. But it's okay.
I know Shedeur was hurt when he saw 67 out there instead of 70. I'm like, it's a world of difference between them two.
Yeah, I can't even cap with you, bro. I was like, brother, it's over. We had a good run.
Yeah, it was ass whooping time. It was bad. I don't think did he play last week?
I don't know.
I think he did.
I think he did, but it was only when Tyler Huntley was out there. So
yeah, it's like he ain't it.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for him. He had a good Senior Bowl, but it's over. I wonder what they're gonna do with Briggs because it was pretty impressive last year. But how many defensive tackles can you keep?
Hey, is Shelby Harris on the way? Is he on the way out?
No, he always.
When they had him playing like certain points of the game, in the preseason game, I was like,
we do this every year with Shelby, but Shelby likes to play in the preseason.
Is it really just I'm trying to play?
Yeah, he's just trying to get in shape. Yeah, because I remember doing this like the last 2 years with Shelby Harris, where people are like, "Oh man, is he on the cutting block?" No, he's not. He's safe. It's just he likes to get out there. He plays himself into shape. We got? Jamari Thrash,
wide receiver 3.
I thought Cedric Tillman had a nice day too. He didn't get talked about as much. He didn't get thrown the ball as much, but I thought he had a nice day. Nice little push off at the top of the route to get open there. What was it, like a
Nah. He was getting dude's hands off him. He was getting
it
his
was
hands
nice.
off him. You
It
know what I'm
didn't
saying?
get caught. It was nice.
Just get his hands off real quick. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a penalty unless the flag go in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. You get away with the push off. That's a whole technique. Don't they? What they call Randy Moss, right? The Randy Moss touch, like the same thing with Antonio Brown.
It wasn't full extension. You know what I'm saying? It's just like get your hands off me real quick.
It's
You know what I'm
technique.
saying?
You know, good job there. I thought that was also Dillon's most impressive throw. Was the one to Cedric Tillman where he kind of ripped it from the opposite hash to the opposite number downfield. That was where I was like, oh, he can actually throw that thing a little bit. And it does come off with more spin than like, and I'm not saying Shedeur doesn't have arm strength. Somebody's going to interpret it as this. But it does come off with more spin and giddy up than Shedeur's ball does on a consistent basis, which is something. So we'll see. It was like watching a little mini Baker Mayfield at times.
Low key, I can kind of see it a little bit,
Yeah,
like a little
watching,
bit.
Like we got Baker Mayfield at home. Like at the very least, he's going to be the backup in Tampa one day.
Wrong Florida team, but I can see it. Wrong Florida.
You think Miami? See, everybody goes there because he's left-handed. He's not like Tua at all, though.
I don't think he is.
No. Shedeur is more like Tua than Dillon is. It's like Tua's like really accurate, doesn't really put a lot of zip on the ball, can kind of move, right? Like, I think he's more similar to Tua. He's like right. To me, I think that's what he's going to be is right-handed Tua in the right. Like if everything goes right for him, which isn't bad. Like for especially a 5th round pick, Tua's supposed to go number 1 overall until Joe Burrow showed up. And that's another thing to think about when we're like having all these conversations about who's going to be in the top 5 of the draft next year. Hey man, August of this time, the year before Joe Burrow came out, when nobody, if I would have said to you, Colb, is you are an Ohio State fan, somebody who went to school in Athens, you were very aware of Joe Burrow before Joe Burrow became Joe Burrow. If I would have said to you before that senior year, hey dog, Joe Burrow gonna be the number 1 overall pick, I would have been blocked. Okay, like
what are you talking about?
What Joe Burrow? Like, do I know you from college or something? Like, sir, that's how much this can really swing. Like, could you imagine a world where John Mateer has a Joe Burrow season?
No.
Who would be the most random quarterback to have a Joe Burrow season end up the number 1 overall pick in college football?
I mean, I think it's Mendoza, but he's not like super. I don't know if he's random, like super random. He's not random now anymore because
the thing about Mendoza is like people caught on a little bit to him. I don't think anybody caught on to Joe Burrow before that happened. They
did not. I think that's like the closest we would get to that is
Mendoza. Who else? Is there like a 4-star sitting somewhere that just has had a like if K Klubnik didn't have the year he did last year, but then had a Joe Burrow year, it'd be like that.
Yeah,
but K was just so much better than Joe Burrow was his 3rd year.
It's like you can't. It's not going to be Cade. It's not going to be Lenoris. Who else are people like? Nuss. It's not going to be.
No, people talk about Nuss. It would have.
I spent the ball said Brandon Sarsby from Cincinnati.
Nah, it can't be somebody in the Big 12, dog. I don't care what numbers you put up in the Big 12. It's not going to get you to number 1 if you only got 1 season. It's got to be like SEC Big 10. Maybe Aiden Childs.
I was about to say Aiden Childs.
Like maybe Aiden Childs, Mr. Chili's.
But you got to see. You got to see. Like I don't even know what the rest of that Michigan State team looks like.
Someone said Malachi Nelson. You mean Malachi Newell? The UTSA. He wouldn't be able to come out this year though, right?
I don't think so.
No, he would be a sophomore. Yeah, it had to be Childs.
Yeah, it would have to be Childs.
Childs.
Some people really high on Childs.
Yeah, no, I can see it. Again, this is my whole thing is like we can't make plans in August about what we about to do in the draft. Like no team can make plans right now about what they're going to do in the draft. We'll talk about that once we get like a month or 2 into the season and see how shit's going draft wise and not. Cause like you don't want to You don't want to set out, oh, we're going to tank. And it's a year where it's like, oh, the best players to safety. You would have been better off getting a number 3 pick. Like, you know, now you're in this situation where you kind of got to trade back. Like, and then what the fuck did you do all this for? Like, so, yeah, someone says Sam Levitt. Maybe Sam Levitt. But, yeah, so that's my whole thing there. Is we just got to wait and see what happens. I think overall, we just got to wait and see. We're so eager to solve this quarterback problem. But the answer is not going to be forced at quarterback. It's going to manifest itself, whether it's on this roster or not. And the thing that blows my mind is like so many of the Shedeur people are just so sure that he's going to be like awesome. And I admire that level of confidence. But if you're so sure he's going to be awesome, why are you so insecure about every single thing that could be perceived as a slight about him when you know he's going to be good, right? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, if
The thing is, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The thing is, they talk about him like he's the greatest thing ever. I'm like, brother, he's the second best quarterback in a weak quarterback class. And you think that he's hot shit? I'm like, no, like, stop it. Like, the amount of people who will, like, when Dillon Gabriel threw that pick, literally every Shedeur Sanders fan was saying, hey, you mean this guy's better than Shedeur? I'm like, brother, it's a pick, man. We really crashing out over preseason. Really crashing out over this.
Yeah,
and when I tweeted out, it's like when I tweeted out, you know, Dillon Gabriel played well. It's like, it was like a controversial opinion. I'm like, there's nothing controversial about it. I thought both quarterbacks played well. Both operated the offense about as well as I thought they could have. So, like,
yeah, and look, I know Mr. Jamar Moore is calling us couch potatoes, like he's not at home on his fucking phone watching us on his couch too. But
probably not doing anything better with his life.
All right, we don't gotta go that far. But
Jesus, Curtis.
Hey man, you go there, go low, I go lower.
About to pull to the second level and take him into the sideline, sir. We took a knee.
Hey son, I need you to step into the office after this. All right, we gonna have a discussion about what
the
you
black
think.
visor on today. Damn.
No, man, it's just.
We're gonna talk to you about what you think this operation is.
But in all realness, though, it's like, I don't mind if you are super confident and like super sure that Shedeur Sanders is going to be really good. Like, okay, we're allowed to believe in people, sometimes rationally, sometimes irrationally. I've had irrational belief about certain players because I really like their tape or something like that. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. It's not that I don't mind. It's just like the rush to crown yourself correct about it without any evidence supporting it. And also the level of insecurity is like, oh, you think he's the greatest quarterback in that class and he's going to be a legendary NFL guy, but you think that like all that it's going to take to shut out his NFL career is fucking Dillon Gabriel and 40-year-old Joe Flacco. Like, if he's really that good, he will outplay both of them, get an opportunity during the regular season, demonstrate that value, and become a legendary starting quarterback in the NFL. You know, it's that. That's what it is. If he's really that good, we will see it. I know DJ Amp, a Raven fan. Well, look, Joe Flacco started over Lamar Jackson at a point in time. Then Lamar Jackson played, never let go of the starting job. So if that's what you think Shedeur is, then hey, man, when he gets the opportunity, then he should probably never let go of it and become the starting quarterback. And, you know, there's really nothing to be that concerned about. He's going to get a chance to play. Like, this is the thing that I find mind-blowing. He's going to get a chance to prove this. Like, is anybody in this room think that Shedeur's not going to be playing at some point this year?
The only way he's not going to be playing this year is
if he gets injured.
If he gets injured,
or if they end up winning,
hurt.
Or if they end up winning a bunch of games, like that's the only way he's not going to play.
Well, I mean, you could say that, but then we've won 11 games with 4 quarterbacks before, so it's like it could still happen. Like,
hey man, they did win games with PJ Walker. They might be able to squeeze out a win or two with Shedeur.
Calgary Stampeders backup PJ Walker.
hey, brother, like I'll be real with you. They can win games with PJ Walker. Yes, they can win games with Shedeur. Okay.
Squeeze out a win or two.
Yes. Yeah. Dillon and Shedeur can win games. If they're playing that level of football that they did in 2023, where they were able to win games with PJ Walker off the street. PJ Walker, like, was it training camp the last week? PJ Walker, yeah, then I think Dillon and Shedeur will be fine, right? Like, if that's the level of Dorian Thompson-Robinson beat the Steelers that year.
Yeah.
That shit's
Against
incredible.
Kenny Pickett and the Steelers. It's exactly why I don't want Kenny Pickett to play.
Yeah, no, if they're playing that level of football, man, it's not going to be that hard to win games. But especially on the defensive side.
Also something that I think would be fair to point out, Joe Flacco was off the street that year too when he was winning all those games in 2023.
Hey, he came off. All right, I got it.
He done had a full camp this time around.
Joe Flacco didn't have nothing. He came from hoodies and jeans to fucking playing Thursday night football that year.
Hooping.
Mm-hmm. I feel young. I feel great right now. He was out there feeling good. So, we'll see what Joe Flacco looks like. I do think that's the most hilarious thing that could happen and the thing that we kind of deserve because we've been very, very, very wild about both these quarterbacks. So I'm like, you know what, low-key? We kind of deserve Joe Flacco pulling the 17 start season out of his ass, right? We kind of deserve it at this point. We deserve to know nothing about these two in the regular season. The way we've been acting since OTAs. Y'all deserve nothing, okay? Like, we've been comparing stats. I hope we did all that shit just to watch Joe Flacco play 17 games. And then we draft the quarterback in the top 5, okay? With Jacksonville's pick. Shout out JP. Who is
I think
tired of us, by the way.
Oh yeah, JP is sick of our shit. I just want people to know.
He tried to get me back on something because he was like, yeah, man, it's going to be generational if you got Trey Hendrickson out there with Myles Garrett and you still going to have a top 5 pick. And I'm like, so we got 2. He was like, enough.
hey, in the back of his mind, he's fully aware there's a possibility that they are handing.
Brother, if it were us, would we not be fully aware? It's not like these two teams have different histories. Like,
I've told Jacksonville fans this because there was a Jacksonville fan in my mentions on Twitter trying to talk shit. I was like, hey man, I'm not even gonna get into it with you for real because the only other franchise that has the luck that we have is y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like you should be talking shit.
You can argue less luck because at least we got the 60s. Like, we got the Jim Brown era. We got history we can latch on to.
So
they got nothing.
So Jamar say everybody remember these conversations. Watch how these guys act like they never said any of this in a few months. Like what?
What?
Like what are you guys talking
what
about?
negativity? We're just not sitting here being like, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's like, I don't know. I like him. I think he has potential. We'll see. This is what passes for negativity nowadays. This is what passes for hating.
This is insane.
This is insane, dog.
It's really insane because we definitely hate on this podcast, and we're not hating Shedeur at all.
Look, there are people I absolutely do be hating on this podcast, like for sure.
For sure, like we are no strangers to hate. We're not hating on Shedeur. Like we like Shedeur. Yeah. Everybody likes Shedeur.
Everybody in this room celebrated when the Browns drafted him.
Even Curtis, and Curtis the biggest hater on here.
I mean, Curtis is a hater, but he hates Joe Flacco more than he hates Shedeur.
That's true. That is true.
Okay, like
that's true.
So like this is what passes for hating. This is what shocks me every time. Where I'm like, I spent all last week being like, Shedeur looks great. He looked great in the preseason. Did a whole film breakdown. Hey, look great. Made some mistakes here and there. But Rust, he hadn't played for a while. I bet you Rust with Dillon Gabriel one time, he was like, I can't believe you're going to say he was rusty. I'm like, I said the same shit about Shedeur. Like, it was the first live contact game since they played in college. He's going to be a little rusty. It's not crazy. Because people are just so locked in to whatever fandom they're locked into, that they hear somebody just say something fucking normal and they act very strange. Okay.
It's just weird, bro. Like, it's just weird. All of it is weird, man.
Yeah. It is just, it is like the disingenuousness, because this guy was like, I can't believe y'all acted like I said y'all was hating. Brother, read your own fucking comments.
He was just crashing out without thinking critically.
I mean, like, yeah, that's just half the internet at this point. But it's just like,
wait,
hey, bruh.
Hold on. We're fucked. Hold on.
Says you heard the Denzel Ward thing?
Is Denzel hurt?
I don't know.
They said Denzel Ward injured his right shoulder in a one-on-one and went inside. Wasn't paid. No update from the team yet.
Hopefully it's nothing major.
He went inside on his own, at least.
Well, I mean, it's a shoulder injury.
Let's hope.
So you want to be carted off on no shoulder injury, even if you messed it up.
All right, let's see.
It's also like, I would say it's also an injury, even if it's bad, he could still play with potentially, but we'll see.
Got to put a brace on it.
Yeah, just got to put a brace on it. Maybe to encourage him to not fucking tackle people as hard as he tries to do, and like avoid a couple concussions. That's what I really want to avoid with him is concussions.
Let's just make sure let's just hope that he's okay.
Yeah, we're not going to find out till later.
They said he walked inside on his own, so.
Yeah, no update from the team, but Tyvis Powell's willing to donate his shoulder to Denzel Ward.
Hey, we might need him to.
We might need that.
Man, it's a bunch. Hey, Diabate's he hasn't practiced or done anything in a while, bro.
Yeah, it's strange. It's real strange.
Be an injury, who knows?
Someone said get Greedy Williams. He's out there somewhere. Yes,
he was in the UFL for a little bit, then he got cut. Like
he got cut from the Brahmas.
Yeah, like 2 weeks in the season, he got cut.
Damn, bro. And the Brahmas were ass 2 weeks into the season this year. Woo. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Denzel. I mean, the good news is we got 3 weeks out till the regular season.
Yeah.
That's a long time. It's a real long time. So we'll see. Hopefully he's not hurt though. We do need a slot corner. We need to talk about that. I know Curtis is throwing out Nick Needham as a suggestion for the Browns at slot corner, but they don't seem to want to do that. Because you would think at this point with Cam, like, you got to put somebody else out there. It's bad.
Somebody said, "What's Buster Screen up to?" I believe he is in prison.
Is he?
Which you know, at this point, maybe. I mean, we'll probably call.
Andrew Berry would never do that. He will only sign Buster Screen if he has been released from prison code. Get it right.
Okay, so Buster Screen was arrested back in August 9th, 2023 in Canada for bank fraud related charges. He allegedly created accounts at multiple banks and used fraudulent checks to withdraw over $100,000 in cash. And he was arrested at the Toronto Pearson International Airport after he had made travel arrangements to return to the U.S. He is facing 15 charges to include fraud and possession of property obtained by crime.
You doing credit scheme?
I guess so. That's what
Scamming?
Like.
Hey, look, I would say this, and I can say it because, you know, I've spent a lot of time here. It's no surprise he's from Atlanta, Georgia. I looked that up. I'm like, credit scheme? Was he Athletics? Where he from? Decatur. Oh, Lord.
Buster don't got the picture?
Huh?
Buster don't got the picture?
He probably was trying to double that shit, you know, on them gift cards. Okay. Y'all see that one episode of Atlanta with Tracy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was trying to double it on them gift cards, man. So Buster Screen not an option. Why was he in Canada?
It's so many
idea.
Bro, he never played in Canada. Was he trying to make a Canadian team?
I have no idea. Yeah, because looking, oh, he retired from the NFL in 2022, so I don't know why was he in Canada.
Somebody brought up that ATM withdrawal bug. I'm like, y'all are stupid for thinking that actually would work. Y'all hear about that one?
What?
There was like a bug on like one of the ATMs, and people were like just withdrawing money from it because it like didn't have a limiter. And then they're like, "Oh my god, the bank says I owe $100,000." I'm like, "What the fuck? You thought it was free?" Oh, and by the way, the interest on that money is going to be insane. Like you just bought a house, dog. Like they're gonna jack you up at least like what 12% interest.
At least
12K on interest. But yeah, pure credit fraud. Let's see what else. Oh, you listen to Chance album?
I did.
I got an apology for Chance the Rapper because I've compared him to Deshaun Watson multiple times after the big day. I take it back.
I'm glad you took it back.
I take it back.
That's insane. That is insane.
Look, it wasn't that saying at the time. I will defend it. Because they fell off at the exact same time. And to such levels. Like, tell me when you were watching him in 2024, you ain't hear Hot Shower in the background?
Man. I'm not gonna lie.
I was at a party when someone played that. I kid you not. The whole party went silent and someone said, "Hey, turn that bullshit off." It was so loud.
Look. The thing with Hot Shower was it came on at it was absolutely the wrong time for a song like that. Because I could listen to it today. I'm like, oh, this is fun. Yeah. Nobody was looking for that at that time. Like,
man. All I'm saying is I listened to that Chance album. I was like, yeah, he's back. 100% back.
I would say this too. Chance, you got to hire somebody to sing these hooks.
No, bro. You know what? I was low-key feeling the hooks.
I was feeling the hooks. I'm like, I would feel them more if somebody actually was able to sing them.
He got some people. He got some people to sing hooks on there, though.
Some of them, yeah. I think what was the one song? I was like, oh, this would have been a smash hit if you would have just got somebody to sing the hook. What was it called? It's like the second song on the album. Ride? No. Yeah, Ride. He got a somebody quoted me, Hot Shower was ahead of its time.
Man, it's gonna be it's good though. It's really, really good.
Someone said, I work in Cleveland Municipal, and you would not believe the finance deals people make on Dodge Chargers with 120K miles on them. People make really bad financial decisions, man. Like, have you ever like ran into that bubble of like understanding just how bad decisions people are making with their money on a regular basis? You ever have one of your family members just shock you with like, wow, that was a horrifically incompetent financial deal you made there? And there's nothing you can say because it's already done.
Somebody said we really talk about Chance. Hey man, go listen to that album. That album is crazy.
It's cool. It's a good album. It is a good album.
That album is nuts. He really rapping on there.
Yeah.
I forgot he could rap. I really forgot he could actually rap.
That's crazy.
like he could actually rap really well when he wanted to.
The big day was that bad?
It was that bad, bro. Bro, think about it. When's the last time an album was so bad it was universally hated?
Universally hated?
Because that album is like nobody.
The last Lil Wayne drop.
Oh, Carter 6? Yeah, that was real bad.
That's what needed to happen. Carter 6 is the new big day. So it just opened the lane for Chance to drop. Nobody think about that. They thinking about that damn Lin-Manuel Manuel fucking song that Lil Wayne got in there. It sounds like it's on the Mario soundtrack.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Whew. Can we admit that Wayne's not been good for a very long time though? Like
not on the internet.
Not on the
Speaking of
internet.
Wayne, he was at my job on Wednesday.
Can we admit this? When's the last time Wayne been like Wayne? Because like I remember in college thinking Wayne was washed.
He's
the
still
one
Wayne
song
on
with Swift
features.
Beats that was hot.
He's still Wayne on features. Like even his
No,
Chance album.
no,
Even his
he's
feature
not.
even his
He's
feature on
not.
Chance album was
Wayne
cold.
no, he will have. Okay,
Bro.
here's what I'm saying. He will have some good features. I agree with you, but the level of proficiency with those features, like he'll have one of those features with Chance. Did you listen to all the features he gave Corday? Whoo, hot garbage. Okay.
Oh no, I don't. Well, first and foremost,
Did you listen to his feature on the Jello Ball? Hot garbage, in my opinion. Some people like it.
I'm not going out of my way to listen to Jello.
Look, the proficiency is not there anymore. It used to be if Wayne dropped the feature, that song was blowing up. No, there's some Wayne features you don't know about, and it ain't the same. It ain't the same. He can still give you like one or two features a year.
I feel like you going out your way to listen to some of these Wayne features, and I'm like, man, maybe I only hear the good ones, man. Probably.
Hey, look, I'm actually listening to these Wayne features. He ain't been Wayne for a very long time. Like, I'm just telling people, it's been a long, long time. Said, what was it? Carter 3 had a milli on it? Yeah, that was the last one. That album right there.
All right, you're doing a lot. Carter 4 was good.
Carter 4 was good. Was that
Carter
the one with the Swiss Beat song?
No, that's Carter 5 actually.
Carter 4. What was on Carter 4?
Carter 4 is John with him and Rick Ross.
Let me look at the track list. Maybe I was thinking of Carter 4. Let me look.
He had all those interludes where he had all these different rappers rapping on the same beat and it was fire.
Yeah.
Let me see. Blood blowing 6 foot 7 foot. Yeah, oh yeah. Carter 4 still got.
Okay, this is Carter 6. I was like Peanuts and Elephants. Like, nah. Carter
4 got some shit on it.
Let me see. Carter 4. Okay, yeah, Carter 4 is good. I just remember Blunt Blowing, She Will. Yeah, okay. Carter 4 was the last good Wayne album. When was that? 2011? Sounds about right.
2011.
Yeah, that was it. That was it for me. Everything since 2011. I believe he was in jail for a portion of this time too, right?
Sorry for the Wait was good too. Yeah, people were right. Sorry for the Wait was good.
He was all right.
Don't do that.
It was all right. I liked it. It was cool.
They don't have the tapes on.
No, the tapes really ended around 2010, anyways.
They got this. I did not know they had the Drought 3 on.
Yeah,
on Apple Music.
It's not the Drought 3 though.
Oh, it's some stuff that couldn't get cleared, so they could put it on there.
Stuff, yeah. Like I don't think Mr. Carter on there. Like it's enough missing to where. Yeah, Sorry for the Wait was okay.
Hey, they got the upgradation freestyle on there. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. That's all I need.
No ceilings. When was the last No Ceilings?
No Ceilings 2. I can't remember when No Ceilings 2 was.
Someone got incredulous. Y'all fuck with Corday? I just said I listened to the album, sir. Okay, like
I did not fuck with Corday. That JID album was hard though.
I've heard. My homeboy told me I need to listen to it.
That JID album was hard.
Is it JID or JID?
JID. People call him JID though, but it is JID.
I'm gonna say it's both. But yeah, chance
like black, like black is black and also 6 Lack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm be honest with you, I don't know who the fuck you talking about.
You don't know you ain't never listened to Black?
Nah, is he new?
You in Atlanta and you ain't never listened to Black?
Hey, bro, I'm in a very different Atlanta. Okay? Like,
I'll send you some stuff later.
Is it like a new person? Is it like a young person?
No, he's been out for a long time, Q. I'm not even gonna lie. He's been out for a long time, brother. I will send you some stuff.
What y'all talk about justice for Curtis for? What do we do to Curtis?
They said we ignored him, but I feel like we wasn't ignoring him. I feel like he just took himself off.
Yeah. See, someone said Q is in zone 6. Absolutely not. I remember when somebody told me this first time they moved there, like, hey, you see that Jesus Saves Tower? If you could read that, you need to not be there if you're not from there. I was like, sage advice.
You need to not be there.
Now went on TikTok and saw somebody get shot, and then when the person moved the camera, you saw the Jesus Saves Tower. I was like, oh, good looking. Random man on the monitor.
Oh, man. Hey, real quick, because we begin sidetracked and talking about other stuff. Do we have any insight on this Quinshon Judkins situation? Because it is very interesting to me. I think I know why it's playing out the way it's playing out, but
what's your theory?
Okay, so I know for a fact that he wants a guaranteed contract because the players that got picked before and after him both got fully guaranteed deals.
Yeah. So you think
Carson Schwarzenegger also got a fully guaranteed deal as a second round pick.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's been holding out for that.
Here's the language though on the guaranteed money. That's going to be the problem for him. Because it's the same thing Shamar Stewart had going down. It's fully guaranteed, but the Browns probably want the language. Well, the language is like fully guaranteed, but hey, if you get suspended for something, it's not.
I mean, yeah, that's just how it goes.
Does this count? That's the argument, I think. Does this count against that? Because he technically wasn't signed when this happened, but he's going to get suspended after that contract signed. So are they trying to break it? So it's like, hey, anything after signing this deal, any investigation that was initiated after signing this deal is where that starts. I think they're going to lose that battle.
No, you're talking about Quinshon's side.
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're on the same page. Yeah, they're not gonna win. They're not gonna win that. They're not gonna win that battle.
Yeah, it's a pretty silly battle to fight too right now. But
just literally just sign the deal.
Because you know what can happen. You can wait this out. Oh yeah, try to like be all cute and smart, and I'm not gonna be signed, so the NFL can't suspend me. And then like you wait like 5 weeks into the season to sign your contract, and the NFL suspends you for 6 games. Now you get suspended 11 games,
and now you haven't accrued a season. So now we pushing all of this back.
Well, 11 games with accrual season. We went through this with Deshaun. I think it's like if you miss more than 13 games or something like that.
Is it? Is it more than
I remember
13?
people being like that was a whole big gotcha for the Browns. Like, oh, the fact that Deshaun got to accrue the season because they thought the Browns were trying to push that year down the line. Let me tell you, that was a blessing in fucking disguise. You imagine we had an extra year left?
Man.
Woo!
Man. But yeah, just go ahead and sign that deal, brother.
And I need some people to understand this. There is no loophole out of dealing with the NFL when it comes to them wanting to suspend you. I know people think there's a loophole. Oh, well, he did this here. He did that here. There's a workaround. There are loopholes in the law because the law is enforced by the government. The NFL enforces its own rules. So if there's a loophole, they'll close that shit right up. They did it with Deshaun Watson, where the lady was like, well, given your rules, I can only suspend him 6 games.
And they was like, fuck that.
I was like, well, fuck them rules. Okay. He suspended 11. So yeah, I know people have this idea of like, oh, well, you know, he might be able to work his way around it or something like that. I promise you, any loophole he uses gets closed. Like, that's not how that's going to work. And somebody brought up a good point. Jim Tressel got suspended for the NFL for shit he did at Ohio State. Yeah. While he was an employee at Ohio State. You can get suspended for anything in the NFL. Now, I do think the Quinshon situation is a little bit different than Isaiah's situation because, like, I don't think Isaiah's going to get suspended.
He's not.
Because that situation is a bit more he said, she said, right? Where Quinshon's is like, hey, there's like bruises. There's an admittance that he hit her. And like both sides agree that like she got hit by him.
Yeah,
how bad was the damage?
And like why that happened. Because
I don't think the why is as important, because unless she stabbed him.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just saying this is what he's arguing. He's arguing that he hit her in self-defense.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, brother, I've seen you stiff arm 300-pound defensive line.
Yeah, like again, he's not claiming that she brandished a weapon on him, which makes me like buy the whole self-defense argument.
What could she have possibly been doing where you felt the need, you specifically, you very strong NFL running back, felt the need to defend yourself from her? Like what could she have possibly been doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did she have a gun? Because outside of that,
report.
Yeah, like outside of that,
yeah,
there's nothing here.
So I think there's a obvious path that the NFL is going to look at this and go, "Nah, you need to be suspended." But as far as like Isaiah, he's probably going to be fine.
He was driving and she was hitting. I mean,
yeah, he was driving, she was hitting him. I mean, there's an obvious solution there. You gotta just pull the car over, so you're not worried about crashing into something. But again, I don't think he had a very strong argument from reading the case. We can disagree on that, but
and ultimately, like, listen, he's not going to be charged with anything.
The most that's going to happen to him is he's going to get suspended 6 games by the league and then be able to move on with his life. So
yeah, so we'll see what the league decides to do.
Yeah,
maybe they only give him like 4. You all right?
Yeah, you hear that?
Yeah, you good?
Thunder, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, but like we'll see what the Quinshon thing is. Maybe they give him like 4 games and then they just like, okay, we're all just gonna move on here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's the end of it. Maybe he tries to appeal that, trying to make it lower. We'll see. We'll go through the whole process.
Yeah, he'll appeal it. He won't get it lower. Well, maybe he will. I don't know. It's the fucking NFL.
Yeah, maybe if they give him 4, he appeals it, he gets 3. Who knows? I don't know.
Either way, we're probably like week 8 till we really see him get like 20 carries in a game.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, Quinshon, you better be good for all this shit.
Dead ass, bro. Like it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
It's a lot, bro. Like 800 yards is not enough anymore, dog. Like I'm gonna need 5 per carry. Like you gonna have to be pretty good, dog. Like for all this shit you giving us, it's a lot of grief. You know, it's a lot of grief.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens here. But let's see what else do we have to talk about, Curtis. I got to finish listening to the Clips album.
You still haven't finished?
Bro, I'm telling you, like, it's just hard for me to listen to Pusha T when I'm not in a Pusha T mood.
We could talk about the Bengals.
But I heard Malice makes it worth it.
Oh, yeah, Malice was killing it.
Oh, can we talk about the Bengals putting together some of the worst defense I've seen since Joe Woods was in Cleveland?
It was bad.
They're going to be bad. That defense is going to be bad, bro. The question is just how bad, how low are they going to be ranked? That's the question.
They were pathetic on Monday.
how low?
First 2 drives?
They were terrible.
It was pathetic. Like, first of all, it boils my blood for you to put Cliff Kingsbury in a situation where he ever looks that good. So, can't believe they would do such a thing.
You were talking about a man who's already made an NFC championship as an offensive coordinator, bro.
Jaden Daniels made that NFC championship.
Oh, okay. I see.
Cliff Kingsbury did what he did, which is hang on to more successful people to climb up the ladder. Again,
hey, if you haven't been watching the show before, this is hate.
This is hate.
This is hate.
Look, nobody has rolled the homeboy ladder to more success than Cliff Kingsbury, and he's about to do it again. That bastard. Okay. He wrote Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel, Pat Mahomes, and somehow this lucky bastard, he gets Jaden Daniels gifted to him.
I did not realize I was doing a pod with the 2 biggest Cliff Kingsbury haters in the world.
I don't even think we top 2, dog. You ever see Corey or JP talk about him?
No, I haven't.
Like, where do you think I get this from? Like, but JP will be like, I'll be fair. I'll give him credit. I'm not that nice. Okay. Nah. Hope he get the job in Charlotte next year. But yeah,
you want him to get it out the mud for real.
I want to see what's up. I want to see what's up with him. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's see what you can do with no help. Like, yeah.
That's real hate.
Yeah, let's see what's up. I just want to know if he good or not. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that's real hate.
I mean, generational help, he always looks good. And don't let Jaden Daniels look better without him, like every other quarterback he's had. But anyways, anybody else to get into? Hey, they might regret firing Lou Anarumo, by the way.
The fact that they blamed that on him was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they blamed it on him not playing the young guys, but then we seen these young guys playing the preseason so far. I'm like, well, I get why they weren't fucking playing. They suck. They suck. Bro, did you see both their linebackers?
That's just bad.
2-for-1 special.
It was bad.
They drafted both of them, right? Like this year.
I mean, Barry Carter showed some flashes, I guess, but Demetrius Knight, no.
There's a big difference between Carson Schlesinger, Jahad Campbell, and Demetrius Knight. Okay? I believe all of them were taken like within 30 picks of each other.
I believe so.
Insane.
I believe so.
Also,
Demetrius Knight made the Carson Schlesinger pick make more sense to me. Where I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that was the third guy. Like, we would have not taken a linebacker.
Yeah, and Logan Wilson. Ooh, this is 2 weeks in a row.
The magic is over.
Yeah,
the magic is over. It's over. It's been a long time since 2022. Like,
and they still have, and they thinking about trading Trey. It's insane to me.
They're not going to trade Trey.
They're not going to trade him, but I don't see
play.
I don't know. I mean, he seems dug in. From what I was told, he feels dug in. Like, it's like whenever they make progress, it just stalls immediately because they can't get to an agreement when it comes to the guarantees. And that's the issue with this whole thing. The Bengals owner, Mike Brown, the reason why they can't get these big deals done is because he's just too broke. He's broke. He doesn't have enough money in escrow.
Well, I've heard this is more Katie Blackburn than Mike Brown.
Or that too.
And this is a Katie Blackburn. I don't want to guarantee a player over 30 the second year. This is like one of her principles. And she doesn't want to break it. And she does not deem Trey Hendrickson as somebody willing to break it, even though in front of his face, she gave T. Higgins the guarantee money on the second year. Well, no, not T. Higgins, but Jamar Chase. So on one hand, Jamar Chase, who you could argue is one of the best receivers ever played for the Cincinnati Bengals, he's worth breaking that rule for, and for obvious reasons. Trey Hendrickson, you got to think of him like he's the best edge rusher they have ever had in Cincinnati. He's got like 3 of the best 5 seasons in Cincinnati Bengal history.
I was not aware of this.
Yeah, like Geno Atkins is the best like interior guy they've ever had, but like that's the best edge rusher and certainly the best free agent signing they've ever had. And y'all not gonna give me no respect? Like all Trey Hendrickson wants to do is get a nice contract and go out in Cincinnati where he could be a legend. And they're like, nah, and he's not even asking for crazy money. Yeah, apparently he's not asking for TJ Watt money.
Yeah, he's not even asking for Miles or TJ Watt money, just something respectable.
You know, he just want that guaranteed money. After the first year, it's not even like the whole fucking deal needs to be guaranteed. And the thing that blows my mind is like there are ways to do it. Like easy ways to do it. Just give him the guaranteed money, make the third year crazy and just roll off that. You expect to be good for the next 5 years. You have fucking Joe Burrow. Like if they were in a situation where they were rebuilding, I would understand. But what are they not incentivized to keep Trey Hendrickson very heavily right now?
especially instead of that defense. Like, how can you?
They're not like in a situation where they're cap struck. And like, I know we like to make the Bengals ain't got no money joke, but like, dog, you own an NFL team. You have access to liquid capital.
Don't they have like $30 million in cap space or something like that?
They have money. Okay. Like they are not. This is what I need people to understand. Because I think by saying the Bengals are doing this because they're broke, it's giving them a bit of a pass. The Bengals aren't doing this because they're broke. They're doing this because they're incredibly fucking stupid. Like,
oh yeah. His last name is
Hendrickson. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Not Henderson.
Yeah, Trey Hendrickson, whatever. All right, you know who I'm talking about. But this is what the Bengals are doing this because they're just being incredibly stubborn. It's the same reason they got in that whole shouting match with Shamar Stewart. This isn't even about by being financially sound. This is just about pure stubbornness. And that's what's more fascinating. They are, and I think Shamar Stewart said it, they want to be right more than they want to win an argument more than they want to win football games. That's what's going on. This ain't even about cheapness. It would have been cheaper to get the deal done last year.
That's the only thing. That's another thing I don't understand about the Bengals. It's like for a franchise that's as frugal as they are, they never try to get ahead of these things when it would be cheaper to do it.
Because they're not being frugal. It's not because they're broke. It's because they're stubborn and set in their ways, and they have a very old school philosophy on front office work.
It's insane.
That's 100%. That's 100% what's going on with Cincinnati. Like, they are. I've never seen a team purposely try not to maximize their time with an elite quarterback. We're not even talking about the fact that they're so stubborn. They don't want to fire what's his name?
Zach Taylor,
to put in somebody better to maximize Joe Burrow. We haven't even talked about that part. They fired Lou Anarumo.
I wonder, like, the Zach Taylor thing is because they win so much, like they've won so much with him as the head coach, they feel like they shouldn't do it.
They've won in spite of him, if we're being honest.
They have, but like the record with him there is the record with him there, and I feel like that maybe they feel like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't mess with this too much.
Yeah, but there's no way they don't understand why that record is that. What we're standing from 10,000 feet out, and we can see. Oh yeah, it's Joe Burrow.
Yeah. There's
no way they don't understand that.
If they had Kevin Stefanski, they would be so much better. they'd be so much better if they had Kevin.
No, that was funny when people were like bringing up, oh, was Kevin on the hot seat? And then like immediately reports came in. It's like, hey, dog, they're happy Kevin stuck it out.
Oh, man.
They were like, Kevin could have requested a trade. So, yeah, if they had a better coach, I mean, like, imagine if they would have hired, like, they were like, all right, we're done with Zach Taylor. Let's try to go get Ben Johnson. But they just are so set in their ways. They're going to do things the way they've always done them, despite the fact that that franchise and how they've done it has never literally paid off for them. And I think I don't know. Like the more and more days that go on, the more I think we've seen the peak of Joe Burrow's playoff career. I mean, I don't know if he ever gets back to a Super Bowl because this team don't feel like they're ever going to get back.
Hey man, that defense is so bad. I'm not sure if they're going to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, it looked real. First, number 1 offense in the league, number 32 defense in the league, didn't it?
it looked very much like
it's like whack-a-mole, dog.
We don't have to score 40 points to win games every week.
Yeah, that defense is bad. I can't imagine they look that bad in the regular season because like it was shocking.
Honestly, if you look at
average 17 yards a carry,
something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that. If you look that bad in the preseason, I can't imagine it getting better when the regular season starts.
Yeah, it's like the preseason, everything is just basic, but their tackling was just bad. The defensive line was getting bullied around. I'm like,
you're not about to scheme your way out of this.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, you can't hide it anymore. Like, Joe Burrow was talking on the sideline saying, they're getting better every day. I'm like, brother, you don't got to lie. They ass. We all know it.
Oh, they're
getting better every day. It's like, if you go from trash to less trash, it's not going to make that much of a difference. You get better.
Going from ass to butt, I don't know.
You know what I mean? It's like me. Look, I'm 5'8". I get better every day at basketball. It ain't never gonna make no difference. like, yeah, you get better every day. Okay.
It's never gonna make a difference. You was crazy, dog.
Yeah, it's like, what? Are you ever gonna get better to be a 5'8" and try to play basketball? No.
Oh man, we needed that one. We needed that laugh.
But truly, like he's got to be optimistic about it. But that defense is garbage. They look worse than they were last year, and they were fucking awful last year.
They were arguably the worst defense in the league last year. So you saying they look like they're worse, it's letting me know they're not going to make the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, like people are like, "Oh, Joe Flacco's going to throw for 1 million yards on him." Why even do that? You could just run at him, dog.
Just run the ball, man. You can just.
They got nothing.
If Trey Hendrickson is not playing, and you attack that interior, I'm like, oh yeah, you can have a field day with him.
Oh, especially if Trey Hendrickson's playing, because like, what you gonna do? Pass the ball and give their best player on defense a chance to make plays? No, just fucking run away from him. Just run the ball right behind Wyatt Teller the whole game. They're not doing anything.
I just got a message in Slack.
What?
Our dog JP.
He get a promotion?
Moving up in the world.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Moving up in the world. I love it. I love to see it.
Oh, I thought you was going to announce the I was like, was there more? Congrats to JP on that promotion.
CBS, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. He might be too good to sit with me at the Senior Bowl now.
Hey man, he might be too good to come on the pod now.
I only got so many appearances I can give out, you know?
I always knew.
Oh yeah, fast riser. Big. So he's out of SB.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say nothing specific, but salute. Big shout out.
Love it.
Let me go send him some congratulations, man. Does he know that I know though? Like, did he tell the public yet? He's like, let me wait till he breaks that publicly. But yeah, it's that's great news. Where were we talking about before that though?
We talked about
Bengals
for a little bit.
I don't know, but I'm happy for our dog, boy.
Yes, absolutely.
Dog. It's a shame his first year at the company is going to be watching the Jags give us a top 5.
I'm about to say, look, that promotion will make it real easy for him to live with this Jag season. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, it's going to be a lot easier to swallow at 2-14. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, well, at least you with CBS, at least you can cry in the Range Rover.
The chance for, I ain't trying to be sad in no Range Rover.
Oh, right. Did you guys see Abdul Carter crash out? Yeah, I see him crash out on Twitter.
What'd he do?
After get his ass handed to him. on that one play, dog. God.
Oh,
He
what
got
do you
hit with a chip block, and then he responded on Twitter to it because everybody was angry everybody was clowning him about it.
Whew.
Yeah, he's gonna be good though. So, like,
but the Buffalo man said he wasn't going to be good. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I saw him pop up when that play popped up. I'm like, wow, man, there's been like 10 clips from Giants camp showing you this guy's really good. And that one clip pops up, and I saw him in the comments. See, he's undersized, and I'm like, boy, people just transparent these days. I think it was the dude I had to. I quote tweeted when he was like, "Oh, Shedeur, they're silencing Shedeur. They put Tyler Huntley in over him." I'm like, hey guys, can we fucking wait 5 minutes? For maybe he's injured. Maybe he's injured.
Man, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Big shout to JP, man. Super happy for him.
Extremely happy for our dog.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get him on. We gotta get him on the pod before he be like, nah. Man,
we gotta get in contact with his agent now, huh? You see them on Meter Kimes. In CBS Sports Network. We're gonna have to come up dressed, actually wear collared shirts. No hoodie for Curtis. like put the athletic polo on.
Can't swear. No, I can't be
great Colb's mic.
Hey, we can't can't be
I got a brand now. Okay.
I'm like, oh, all right.
Okay.
Sorry.
I got a brand now. Children watch me. You're gonna have a whole new audience here. Okay, JP.
Mike T said, gotta put the quarter zip on. Yep.
Quarter zip. We gotta have the little the tech / athletic coach fit right now. Khaki, all khakis. With a belt tight as shit. Okay.
Oh man.
And that is kind of wild though. Like, how did tech, like people who work in tech and football coaches end up wearing the same shit?
That's a good question, actually.
Like, how did we end up?
A really, really good question.
Where Mike McDaniel and the dude who owns 45 Bitcoin companies wears the same shit. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, we want that quarter zip tech on with the bubble. We might have to break out a bubble vest.
Not the bubble vest.
Yeah, the bubble vest with no puff on it too, like low puff bubble.
Oh man.
Look like we work for HR.
Looks like we work for HR.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a one-on-one with you, Curtis. Circle back to me.
Mike said goodbye Air Forces, hello New Balance.
Mm-hmm. No, they be wearing the ASICs now. The New Balance is for the street now. Yeah, ASICs.
We're gonna see JP and some ASICs.
Yeah, well, I can walk to my high-profile interviews. You like, I've interviewed Myles Garrett. What y'all do? Talk to each other?
I'm like, well, damn. It's like that.
He gonna come in here with different sheets from his producers. It's gonna be different. We'll invite JP back to the hood, though.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, come on to the hood, dog. Come kick it with the riffraff.
Damn, we the riffraff now?
Yeah. Like, I can't have my boss see me out here on this stoop with the 40. Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah. He got a hoodie on when he do our show.
Hey, he got to put sunglasses on.
Baseball cap like in the movies. What's up, y'all?
Damn, what's going on?
Is JP a cop? No, just JP. Really? Okay. Okay, just JP. He gonna have to watch your spaces anonymously.
Oh yeah, can't pull up in the spaces no more.
No, you're gonna screenshot it. Interesting. Who is in the spaces?
Oh man.
Well, all jokes aside, big shout out to our guy JP, friend of the show.
Yeah, we gotta have him on so we can clown him like this to his face.
Yeah. Before week 1.
Yeah, before week 1.
Before week 1. We should do it next week. There's only so many weeks. But maybe we got anything else to talk about?
Oh, Daniel Jones is starting in Indianapolis.
I thought we was gonna talk about something serious.
Hey, this is serious, man.
It's serious.
Oh, this is serious because we can victory lap on Q. Hey, remember when you said you would have took Anthony Richardson #1 overall all those years ago?
Here's the thing. I was assuming that if you take him #1 overall, you would understand that you got to commit to him as a project. The Colts never had any idea of committing to him as a project during this whole time. Like thoroughly. They had Gardner Minshew that first year. Couldn't decide they wanted to play Gardner Minshew or not. Then they brought in Joe Flacco, and they did it with Daniel Jones. And I'm just wondering, like, why the fuck did you draft him in the top 5? Honest to God. If you, like, we could do victory laps and Anthony Richardson's not good, but, like, do we think that he was handled properly?
I don't believe he was handled properly, but
you can make the argument that it wouldn't have mattered because it does not look like there was a lot there to suggest that it would have. I'm just saying, like,
he's had some hilarious moments.
True. I mean, to steal from the now famous and gainfully employed JP Acosta.
Yeah, we gotta bring him on here so we can do this.
To steal from him, you bet on him being Josh Allen. Well, you gotta live through the early Josh Allen shit. That's my thing. Like, if you were like, don't draft somebody in the top 5, you ain't got the stomach for that. Because what's the point? They clearly never had the stomach for it.
I agree.
And then now they're like, oh, well, we've lost patience. We're done with them. You never fucking tried. And now it's at the point where I'm like, I don't know. He's probably ruined. Like, any potential in there, like, I don't think I want to touch him.
I don't know. He's probably ruined.
But, like, even somebody like Bryce Young, they showed more commitment to getting through Bryce Young's growing pains in Carolina, and that was a horrible organization going through a horribly tumultuous time, than they've shown Anthony Richardson in Indianapolis. That's incredibly, like, incompetent from Indy. You kept getting drawn away from the allure of $6 million quarterbacks instead of developing the guy that you took in the top 5. And then we're just going to blame it all on the guy. But I'm like, hey, you didn't even try to develop the guy that you drafted in the top 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really argue with that. Not gonna lie. I can't really argue with that one.
Like the Browns took Cam Ward in the top 5 of this draft, number 2 overall. You know I don't like Cam Ward. But if they decided to do some bullshit, like decided we're going to play Jameis over Cam Ward and we're going to play Joe Flacco over Cam, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Everybody deserves to be fired. Why did you even draft him in the top 5? You didn't believe in him. And I think that's the question you got to ask them is like, well, what happened here? Did you not believe in him and still draft him in the top 5? I think everybody's going to get fired. Okay, like when you're doing shit like this for Daniel Jones, dog, this is everybody get fired territory.
And the funniest thing about it is like you know how this Daniel Jones thing is gonna go work out, right? Like you know how this you know how this is gonna work out, right?
Think about it like this too. Look at how much more intriguing it is right now for Browns fans to see a 5th round pick of Shedeur Sanders get out there and play versus like Joe Flacco. Now consider if it was like Kenny Pickett and the other option was like Shedeur Sanders. You're like, well, what the fuck are we doing? Just play Shedeur at that point, right?
Right.
And that's a 5th round pick. Brother, this is the 5th pick in the draft. And they're like, we got to see what we got in Daniel Jones first. For what? Somebody else already got fired trying to do that shit. Well, no, he hasn't been fired yet. Like, incredibly enough, he has not been fired yet. Brian Dable still has a job.
He should have been, though.
Yeah. Somebody barely survived getting fired trying to do that. And what, you're trying to do it? Like, what's the point here? And he didn't even look good in the preseason, which is the crazy part.
He didn't look good at all.
I don't understand what they're doing. Like, again, I get it. Anthony Richardson has not looked good. But that was not the promise of Anthony Richardson. The promise of Anthony Richardson was not that he was immediately going to be good. We were like, hey, man, in 5 years, that might be the best player in this draft. But you're going to have to take a hit at the beginning.
Like, they didn't even be like...
They never committed. They never committed to playing him.
You didn't even want to see it out. I think that's what makes it like hilarious to me.
Yeah.
You didn't even want to see it out.
And it's like, look, it might be like a Trey Lance situation where it was obvious that there was nothing there. It's like, okay, then do what the fucking Niners did and just trade him. Like, but you're still gonna have this guy lingering around, probably gonna start halfway through the season. If he has success, it's going to feel very much in spite of you. This doesn't feel like a groundwork for a good relationship. Like, what's the best case scenario with this?
They win like 8 games or something.
You think they're going to win 8 games?
No.
I was
like, win 6 or 5. I don't know.
They starting Daniel Jones.
Oh, if they start Daniel Jones, it might be
5. Were they like a 2-win team before they cut Daniel Jones?
I'm trying to think. I think they were.
And keep in mind, they're not just starting Daniel Jones. They're starting arguably cooked Daniel Jones.
True.
Which is a debate whether he was good enough to be cooked. like, can you be cooked if you always sucked?
That's a good question.
I don't think he's good enough. Like, Andy Dalton is probably the worst you could be and still have a cooked version of yourself. Like, Andy Dalton was all right. Now he's cooked. But yeah. Someone said as long as they sweep the Jags, it's real hate.
That's not even hate. That's just being real at this point.
Dog, you think if they lose to Daniel Jones in the Colts?
Adam says Stefanski pantry. I don't know. Anthony Richardson.
Pantry is kind of full.
Anthony Richardson strikes me as a quarterback that Kevin wants nothing to do with.
Ooh, but he does have Andrew screaming all over him. Be honest about it. Like,
that sounds like something Kevin.
It don't smell like Kevin, but it do smell like Andrew. Okay.
Kev's like, I am okay. I'm good. We don't got to do that at all.
That is the one good thing to come for this preseason. I have so much more faith in this team at quarterback for the future right now because I'm like, okay, it doesn't look disastrous.
Yeah, I've been saying this to a lot of people. I don't know if okay, I don't know how they feel about it. I don't think people understand how bad the quarterback play was last year.
It's unspeakable.
And I don't think it's going to be anywhere near that bad this year.
It was so bad. We were out here celebrating Jameis Winston like the Messiah.
like, I don't think it's gonna be that. I don't think they're gonna be that bad.
No, they were what 46 and 47 in success rate of quarterbacks over 100 snaps. Was Dorian Thompson-Robinson 47 and Deshaun Watson 46. Of all quarterbacks who took 100 snaps, they were last and second to last by a margin of like 5%.
Like they're not like there's no way they're that
bad as they were then. I mean, like we could just look at it right now. We are seeing some of the quarterbacks that played for the Browns last year, and we're seeing the Browns quarterbacks that are going to play this year. I would take every single quarterback over Dorian Thompson-Robinson right now.
Absolutely.
It wasn't even close. Like I was watching DTR, I was watching Dillon Gabriel, and I rewatched Shedeur Sanders. I'm like, they're all so much better than him.
Man, I should have told you to download that DTR turnover.
Oh,
I should have told
got
you
no luck. That boy ain't got no luck.
I should have told you download that real quick because let me tell you something.
Look, watching DTR and Deshaun Watson is like watching. It's a spiritual experience because this just feels like the universe is trying to tell them to do anything but play football at this point. Because like that shit from DTR, I'm like, wow, everything bad that could happen on that play just happened. The worst way it could. Your tackle just gets blown up immediately. You get hit right in the middle of throwing the ball. It pops right into the hands of a fucking defensive end, and he gets the angle and scores a touchdown. I'm like, arguably, it wasn't even his fault. It was a bad snap by the center. Like, it's just that's what happens to DTR, dog. He has horrific luck.
I was just like, man, I'm not gonna lie, that looked like the DTR I know.
Man, I mean, like that's the thing with DTR. It happens so consistently, you wonder if it's luck or not. like if you watch that one play of isolation, like, man, that's just horrific luck. Bad snap, left tackle gets blown up. What you gonna do? But then you realize that DTR has had like 12 plays like that. Was it Corey put a tweet out? He was like, I was doing some research, to write an article about Dorian Thompson-Robinson playing a return game. And then I found out he had a 1-to-10 touchdown interception ratio. Yes.
No, I was shocked that he didn't already know that because that's something I knew off the top of my head.
Yeah, it was like that graphic was going viral.
When you're like, I was like, yeah, man, he's not good, brother. Like he's ass.
Here's the thing that's crazy. That's what Dorian Thompson-Robinson was giving you, and it really wasn't that different from how the offense looked when Deshaun was out there. It took until Jameis Winston for us to be like, wow. This is so much better. It's crazy. The quarterback play, I think, across the board is probably going to be much better than last year.
Yeah,
I think we're actually going to have a floor.
The floor for Kevin prior to last season
was Deshaun.
It was about 7 wins, to be honest.
Yeah, they won 7 games that first Deshaun season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, think about how bad 2021 felt, and then you go look at the win-loss record. You're like, they were 1 game away from being 500. Like, they're one Baker Mayfield winning a 4-interception Lamar Jackson game away from being over 500 next season.
For being 9-8, literally.
Yeah.
Christmas game. The Christmas game and the Lamar game go the way that they're supposed to. That they go like 95% of the time. They are 10-6.
Yeah. So it's like even a year where I'm like, oh, that's a bad year for Stefanski. I'm like, wow, that's like our best bad season of all time. It's like the best record to be counted as a horrible season for Browns fans, like in our lifetime. Not even joking.
But it's just it.
Oh, somebody brought up the Christmas game. Yeah. Browns had multiple times. Like, honestly, if Baker Mayfield had a normal season that year, we probably won like 11-10 games. Easy.
Honestly, bro, if he had a normal season, they probably win like 12 games again.
Yeah. It was
like
not that season.
Yeah, if he has a normal season, they probably win 12 games, and they probably never would have got rid of Baker.
I don't know about that one. I just would tell people never underestimate Andrew Berry's thirst to upgrade. Because remember, after 2020, remember when you were hearing the rumors?
Yeah.
Browns are in it for Aaron Rodgers. I think we now all have reason to believe that that was not bullshit. Okay. Like, probably had some validity to it.
Andrew is a sick man, bro. He's a sick man.
Hey, bro, kind of the mentality we need, but you know, we want to distance ourselves from it sometimes because it gets a bit flagrant. Okay.
AB spin the Blackberry. That's what spin the block. He be spinning it too much though. We got to chill out with that.
Like, look, man, you might be right about Isaiah Bond, but you putting us in a tough spot. Okay.
Like, I get spinning the block once, but when you do it multiple times, I'm like, hey.
Right.
Right. I was looking at him like, this is the exact kind of skill set of a wide receiver that he does well with in Stefanski's offense. The guy already looks up to Jerry Jeudy. I mean, I can see why he wants to do this. But brother, give us a week. Okay. Like,
that was my whole issue with the entire thing. It's like, bro, you couldn't wait. Like, you couldn't give us a good 24 before you did this?
I wonder how hot the market was for him, because I imagine this is indicative of there being a market for him. Because he got a 3rd round contract, basically.
And everyone was upset about it.
Damn near a 2nd round contract. Pretty close.
Yeah, and then what? I mean, he's making more than Kenny Pickett is right now. But and also he got I know he's upset with it, but like, you got the short years too. You got 3 years on it too, so you can re-up.
I'm about to say you can re-up fast
if you good. Yeah. That's the thing. AB is kind of like what's his name? J.R. Smith. Where there's some shots he takes where you're like, ooh, buddy, I don't know. But sometimes that shit be gash. And you just got to be like, well, it went in. Like, what we about to do with Quinshon's really good. This shit went in, dog. Isaiah Bond, good. It's not even a bad shot. It's just an ill-advised shot. Like, you know, like... like,
it's not even a bad shot.
It's not a bad shot. It makes sense. Like, yeah. But it's really ill-advised at the moment. Like, this is not the time to be taking that 3. Okay. But if the shit go in, it don't matter. So
listen, if it goes in, it goes in. We're gonna see.
We'll see. Yeah, that's interesting. And look, man, we see how this draft class looks. We're probably not getting rid of this man no time soon. Like,
yeah, he might have. I'm not gonna lie.
He might have cooked.
He might have. He might have got one.
He might have cooked. Hey, the one guy we don't know about this draft class is the one guy they were like, yeah, reminds me of young Nick Chubb in the building. So like, he might have cooked. I mean, we're sitting here pretty happy with both quarterbacks right now. Might have cooked. What if they're both good? What do the Browns even do in that situation?
Yes, we gonna see. We are going to see.
Damn, man. Curtis, how you gonna feel when we trade y'all Dillon Gabriel? You give us a first. Dillon to Seattle.
Might crash out.
Like, you guys get done with Sam Darnold in a couple of years, and you're like, oh man, Dillon just had 300 yards in Kevin Stefanski's offense. Let's bring that over here. He kind of reminds me of Russ a little bit, doesn't he? He did play at Oregon.
We be setting Curtis up so bad. Oh man, we be setting Curtis up so bad.
Because let me tell you, if Dillon Gabriel is a successful quarterback in the NFL, that is 100% a Kevin Stefanski creation. Like, no doubt in my mind, that is something that's only going to work with Kevin. Like, you ain't gonna have Clint Kubiak over there and fix that. Like, They gonna be like, Curtis, you must be excited. He was good in Cleveland. Like, man.
How mad would you be, Curtis? Like, legit, how mad would you be if they did something like that?
I'd be heated.
What did they? You know what's too? They would trade us like a pick and a player, like Gray Zabel. Just like.
I'm so happy if we got Gray Zabel.
Oh, if they got Gray Zabel, I would have crashed out. I would have been done.
Yeah, third and Gray Zabel.
I'd be like, look at these idiots.
Oh man. We'll come back on the show. I think he was worth the third round pick. I think they were right.
Oh man.
Because look, man, one of those quarterbacks gonna get sold. Okay, like if they both look good, one of them quarterbacks gonna get sold. And I feel like the easier the one to sell is Dillon because Shedeur comes with a lot.
What if I told
he's the higher potential player, but he so you might want to keep him regardless. But I know a lot of GMs probably who are quarterback desperate probably don't want to bring that on themselves, right?
What if I told you that there's a team that already tried to get Shedeur from the Browns?
Is it the Saints?
No, it's not the Saints, actually.
What team?
The Rams.
Really? They know what they're doing. We might need to keep on to them. Yeah. It's not some team that don't know what they're doing. Okay. Like,
yeah, they already called. Browns told them fuck off, by the way.
Oh, you telling me they're not trying to just like, sabotage him? They're not going to cut him?
A call was made and the Browns were like, get out of here.
It's almost like they have future plans for Shedeur. But hey,
man, what do I know?
Hey, man, Curtis, you ready for 2027? Dillon Gabriel in Seattle.
Don't put that out there.
Come on, man. He's going to look real good throwing a Mecca Ibuka. Big Ten connection.
We're going to start messing with you one day, Curtis. I promise.
It's going to be competitors and entertainers.
Hey, bro, why did he say that, man?
Well, in his mind, one, he didn't say it. Aditi got him to say it, right? Because, like, literally, he was just going through the interview, and Aditi was like, hey, what was that one quote you gave us? And it made him say it. And, like, he's definitely not talking about Shedeur.
Not at all.
It's just if you are insecure about Shedeur, you're going to be like, oh, my God, he called him an entertainer. It's like he's talking about the football players and in the media. Like, but it became a big deal. I mean, like, it's not as big of a deal as I thought it was going to be anyways. It's like nobody's really talking about it anymore. It's just like another thing, right? But let's be real. Did Shedeur fans need any reason to not like Dillon? He's a natural obstacle in the way of what they want.
No, they didn't need anything.
And look, this is how you know Dillon looked good. The level of hate that Dillon has this week versus last week when they thought that man was an easy hurdle. It's a little different when you think somebody might actually be in your way. I'm just going to say that,
Hey, imagine if he didn't throw that pick six.
Hey, if he didn't throw that. I remember while I was watching that drive and I was watching that shit on stream before he threw that pick six, I was like, hey, he's actually cooking. like this is more than just operating the offense. Like he was that second drive where he threw the pick six, he was fucking cooking until he threw the pick six. Like,
I know, bro. I almost tweeted. I literally was. Like,
I had to stop myself.
A minute away from saying, yeah. He going kind of crazy.
No, it was one of those drives. It was like, hey, Kevin might have been right about something. But even that first drive, like you could just see that was the classic Kevin Stefanski scripts up that first drive. We scored a touchdown, and we're like, it might be a good day, right? Like, what year was that? Where like the Browns won 90% of the time they scored first? Was that 2020?
I think that was 2020. Yeah.
It was like, all right, let's see what Baker we get, and if we get on script on time, Baker, oh, it's fucking trouble. Like, yeah, that was the question with Dillon is like, yo, are you this accurate all the time, or were you just this accurate that day? Because that was the thing that stood out to me. He was on point with everything. Somebody brought up something too that I thought was interesting. That Dillon's life might be a little bit more difficult in practice because he's so small. He wears the red no contact jersey in practice. It's easier to see him if you're a defensive player. And then when you're in the games, it's harder to keep track of him. And I think somebody who had a family member in the game mentioned that at practice it was way easier to get to Dillon than it was in the game because you can't see him in the game because he's a little man. Like,
also, in fairness to Dillon, I don't really think I heard anybody say this. He is still dealing with a hamstring injury.
yeah,
I feel like there were plays like if his hamstring was 100%, he would have just ran.
yeah. No, I mean, I'm glad he stayed in the pocket. Somebody brought this up. This QB play really just indicates how ass Deshaun Watson is.
Okay, speaking of JP, because me and him had a conversation like this a little bit ago. I think like last week. He was like, I don't think he's like, I haven't ruled out the possibility that the Browns aren't actually that bad. And we leave this, and like when the season is over, our takeaway from the Browns is like, damn.
God damn, Deshaun Watson was terrible.
It was like damn, it's like Deshaun was really that bad. Like, he was so bad, we just thought the whole team was ass.
Bro, he was so bad, we almost fired the coach. That was really good.
Like, oh my god, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny to see how like.
To be fair to Deshaun, I think Deshaun was like 58% of the problem. Also, what happened last year, you had horrific injury luck with your offensive line.
Yes.
On top of that, and your field goal kicking was god awful. Hard to win games when those three things are going wrong, and your running backs suck. So, like, the quarterbacks are in a significantly better place than they were last year. But also
want to throw this out there really quick. It's probably going to hurt to admit this. I think Andrew Berry was right on not bringing Nick Chubb back. Yeah.
Don't look.
I think he was.
What made you say that?
Just hearing different things people in Houston were saying about Nick and how he looks. Yeah, they might have made the right call on that one.
I mean, I literally said on Twitter, I put it out there. Can anyone bring out a rebuttal for why the Browns should have brought Nick Chubb back? He had no role here. He wasn't going to play special teams.
Well, we didn't know it at the time, but there's potentially a role for Nick Chubb in the offense right now. Because Quinshon might not play to start the season. But look, I'll just say this. As much as emotionally I wanted Nick Chubb to come back, and I argued for Nick Chubb to come back, I also acknowledged at the same time that Andrew usually isn't wrong about stuff like this. Like, the best case you could look at is like a guy he let go of still had some juices, maybe Odell, but Odell asked for his release. So it's really not that. And even then, Odell was pretty useless a year or two after he left Cleveland. I mean, Jarvis Landry, he let go. It was over. It was absolutely over for Jarvis Landry by the time he let him go. You know,
Jarvis, Amari.
Look, he tell me a wide receiver cooked. I just got to believe him. Okay.
Hey, we gonna see what's up with Dalvin.
I mean,
this year.
Mm-hmm. With Sheldon Richardson, when he let him go, we were pretty upset about that, and he ended up retiring a year later.
You know what I'm saying? And then now Nick.
And we'll see if Nick gets added to the list. But even J.C. Tretter, we were upset about that. He never found a team.
Yeah.
He don't be wrong about this a lot. Like, which makes it harder because that means the saddest possible thing has happened, which is Nick Chubb's career got ended because of a horrific tackle in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the fact that he might be cooked.
Donovan
Peoples-Jones.
I was going to say DPJ. Shout out Jonathan because he was right.
Yeah, great pull. Because, like, we were mad. I ain't thought about Donovan Peoples-Jones since Greedy Williams. Look, when he makes these determinations, he could hang on to somebody too long like Anthony Schwartz, but when he makes the determination, it's over. It's over. Siaki Iga?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No. But like, still. Yeah, like Amari still don't got a team.
Hey, listen. If Andrew Berry is telling you that
everybody was convinced that the Browns were just straight up tanking when they made that trade, and I'm like, I think they just saw a chance to get value out of somebody they think is cooked. Like,
yeah, like if he tell you a receiver is cooked, the receiver is cooked. It's over.
And here's the thing: we look at GM. We look at a GM, right, and we don't think about it as like what are their strengths and weaknesses in their job or what they demonstrated their strengths and weaknesses. We just kind of think of it overall: is he good? Is he bad? There are things that Andrew Berry has demonstrated that he is very good at throughout his career. Yeah. Pro personnel management, he's been excellent at. He's one of the best in the NFL at it. The way he manages the salary cap, the fact that we have not lost one significant player despite having the worst contract in the NFL in the books. Don't think that gets talked about enough. We've been able to extend guys because of how he's managed the cap. Like, if you really want to know the difference between him and Dorsey, I think is a better scout. And you'll see some better pools in the draft from Dorsey. But managing the team, the salary cap, Dorsey was fucking awful.
And his draft, and honestly, John Dorsey's drafts in Cleveland were not that good.
Yeah, but when you get Denzel Ward and Nick Chubb,
you can look over a lot
with everything else you do.
Yeah, you get a lot of leeway with everything else when you get those two. But like outside of those two and Baker, terrible.
Baker worked out for somebody else, but yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but like outside of those three players, terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
Well, Baker, who else did he get? I think there was somebody else. The 2019 draft, I think, was completely ass.
Yeah, 2019 draft is like the worst draft probably ever.
But they didn't have a first rounder there. And in 2018,
the best player was Taki.
Solid guy, solid player.
Listen, solid, yeah.
And then he made the trade for Wyatt Teller, who really didn't get utilized till we got Kevin here.
Yeah.
So I kind of credit Kevin on that, to be honest with
you. we can give Dorsey some credit on that. He did trade for him.
Yeah, but he didn't even want him to start,
which is crazy.
Yeah, but it's a whole thing, right? Like, it's a whole thing going through the Dorsey stuff. The team management stuff with Dorsey was always awful, right? The fact that he was like beefing with his coordinators and coaches, like, it was just, that's the kind of stuff that's why John Dorsey never has a GM job. But like, yeah, Andrew Berry is really good at that pro personnel stuff. So like, yeah, I know some people might have their opinions about how Andrew drafts, and look, this draft might turn the tide on that entirely. But when it comes to pro personnel, some really good pulls there from Andrew, getting in and out on Amari Cooper at the right time. Jerry Jeudy.
Great trade.
There's some, like, again, the Deshaun Watson one technically on his resume, everybody has gone out their way to tell you it's not. Okay.
Everybody has gone out of their way to tell you that wasn't on him.
That ain't got shit to do with them. Okay. Even the owner has gone out this way to make sure that don't touch them. So either he must think very highly of them despite that, or he probably was the reason it happened. And given that Deshaun Watson had the craziest contract given to him of all time, I don't know, Colb, that smells like ownership to me. But yeah, that's the thing with AB. He is really good at pro personnel stuff. So like, there's sometimes he makes decisions where I'm like, I hate that personally, but also his track record's good there. So kind of just got to sit with it. Right. And that's the place, right? Like Andrew Berry is not a bad GM, but he's not yet at the point where I can say he's a great GM. You're just kind of in this place where you're figuring them out. I do think Kevin's at the place where I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's a good coach.
Oh no, Kevin's a good coach. We don't even have to question that. He's a good coach.
Yeah. Look, the fact that they went 3 wins and nobody in that team ever thought he was like gonna get fired was crazy to me. Joe Batonio was like, this is more reason to give him more control.
Hey, no, dead ass. They left that. Everybody left that season and was like, yeah, we need to go back to what Kevin was doing.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, we need to go back to doing what Kevin does. We've seen what Ken Dorsey and these other guys could do. That's not good. No, you need to give Kevin back control. Like, that says something.
And then Kevin made the most Kevin hires ever.
Oh, yeah.
He made the most Kevin hires ever immediately.
Yeah, he took back control for sure. Bill Musgrave was the quarterback coach. It's taking control back. Okay.
Tommy said Tommy Reese gonna be my OC.
Team look happy as hell. He took over control too.
You know who we going to get? Mike. We going to get Mike to run the offensive line.
Oh yeah. We gonna get my man Mike. And then Tommy Reese. I liked you last year. Take this promotion. Learn under my wing. Which I think Tommy Reese is legitimately adding some good shit to this offense. Like some of the plays they ran, I was like, oh, this good. This creative right here. I'm surprised we ran this week 2 in the preseason.
Hold on. Genuine question. Has a trade request been made for any of the QBs? And do you honestly believe 4 QBs will be carried on the 53-man roster? And how will it be managed? So I don't think anybody's requested a trade.
No.
I don't think anybody's requested a trade. Teams have called about some of the quarterbacks that are on the roster right now. Brown's not budging on that shit at all. They're not budging on that shit.
I do believe though, because Shedeur and Dillon have both looked pretty solid to a close eye, there's a chance someone's gonna be like, hey, I want to know what that Kenny Pickett look like.
And I think he's the one that they would part with just because it makes everything a billion times easier if he's gone.
So here's my theory. I think everybody makes the initial 54. So Kenny, Joe, Dillon, Shedeur.
Yeah. All 4 of them are going to
they dangle Kenny Pickett around. If they can get a trade for Kenny, they'll take it. They'll absolutely take it. If they can't get a trade for Kenny, they're going to assume he's going to clear waivers and try to bring him back on the practice squad. If they can't do that, that's what Tyler Huntley's for.
Yeah.
Let's get Tyler Huntley and call it a fucking day. Or Bailey's app. He ain't doing shit. Maybe Jacoby Brissett gets cut. You could throw him on the practice squad. We all be pretty happy with that. Well,
somebody said trade Kenny for a corner. I wish.
Bro, if you could do it, yeah.
For sure. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
And trade Kenny for Brian Robinson Jr. I don't know why they would do it, but sure.
Somebody pull up the Saints depth chart. What corners they got over there?
I don't believe they have good corners over there.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't think it's going to be the Saints because they're too dug in on Tyler Shuck. Like, they got to play him, right?
Yeah, you use a top 40 pick on a quarterback, you got to play him.
You can't admit failure now. And you're not going to be good enough to trade for a quarterback at the deadline unless you're like Hugh Jackson Brown's level of fucking incompetent.
Kenny Pickett for sauce guard. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it.
New York makes sense. The Jets, their backup right now, I believe, is the Peterman.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I think the Jets would make sense.
It makes sense, but I don't think they would do it.
They say Rattler's winning the job. Yeah, they gonna cycle through some guys out there in New Orleans, right? Like they feel like we could be bad all by ourselves. I think New York's actually trying to be good. The Jets.
Oh.
And they're going to think the same thing the Browns thought. Well, this guy won games in Pittsburgh. So if Justin Fields goes out, which is likely he runs, plays a style that's really physical. If he goes out, Kenny can step in, run the offense, win us a game or two, go back to Justin.
Yeah.
I feel better about that than the guy they got fucking, what's his name? The Peterman and then Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, Kenny's better than both of them.
Yeah, and younger.
Yeah, so I can see that. He said, also, do you believe...
the original Kenny Pickett over there. The Peterman.
Do you believe Flacco will last all 17 games, or do you think the Browns need to make a switch later on the season goes? Who would be the best option to switch and should that be the case? So if he got through, if Joe got through all 17 games, I would just be impressed.
Yeah, we're getting to the second round of playoffs.
If he got through all 17 games, that means something went extremely right with this football team.
I'm telling you, it's kind of what we deserve.
Everything just went exactly the way it was supposed to if Joe gets through all 17 games. But if it doesn't happen, and I would say it's probably not going to happen, I think you switch to Dillon, you see how that goes, and then towards the end of the season, you switch to Shedeur.
Now, I also think this would be a hilarious situation. I don't want it to happen because I don't think it would be better. Well, I don't know if I don't want it to happen. But I do think this is interesting to think out. What if Dillon is too good to bench? I think we got to entertain the possibility.
He might be.
He might be too good to just like straight up bench. Like it might not be good enough to where you're like, oh man, we got something. But you're like, we can't bench him. Like we're winning games.
That would be funny. That would be funny. It would be a good outcome.
Oh, there'd be so many crash outs happening online. It'd be the most crash outs you've ever seen for a team with a above 500 record. Like, imagine the Browns are like 9-4, but like Dillon's playing just good enough to not get benched and win games. Like Jimmy Garoppolo levels of executing. Wins a playoff game. We're like, oh, what the fuck do we do here? Like.
That would be interesting.
With the playoff game, the Jaguars get us a top 5 pick, and then we take Norris Sellers and develop him, and it's like, oh well, Shedeur's just going to be deep on the depth chart for a very long time, huh?
I like thinking about positive hypotheticals with this football team.
I mean, who is it not positive for though? Like, that scenario is literally not positive for only one person.
I like positive. I like
playoff win.
Like I like positive hypotheticals. Like Shedeur's not playing. Shedeur's not playing.
Hey, do you think it's still going to be as fervent if something like that happens?
No, if the Browns are winning games, they're just going to have to shut up.
Well, I'm like, that's the thing though, Colb. If the Browns are winning games, they're not going to give a fuck. So they're not going to shut up. They're not here for the Browns winning games.
I'm going to tell them. I'm going to be like, hey, shut up because we're winning.
But
nobody cares. Nobody cares about him right now. Like, we don't care.
There's a lot of them though.
They'll be all right.
Because like that's the unique thing, right? At least with the Baker Mayfield stuff, our interests were aligned. If the Browns were winning, Baker was winning. There's a possibility that the Browns could be winning and Shedeur could not. And I just wonder what that dynamic's going to be like.
You know what bothers me about this entire situation? If the Browns are winning games, Shedeur's probably going to be happy about it.
I think if we're in that Dillon Gabriel situation, I don't think he's going to be very happy about that one, and I couldn't blame him.
Okay. If they're winning games and Dillon is the reason they're winning games.
If Joe Flacco out there balling, yeah, I think he will be happy. But I think that's the thing though. If it's Joe Flacco, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. You know, I think they respect Joe Flacco in that fan base because Shedeur likes him, Dion likes him. There's some respect there. Dillon Gabriel, though?
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
They gonna be sitting there thinking to themselves, everything little man doing, I could be doing better. Y'all don't like winning. It's gonna be a lot of that. It's gonna be like, y'all don't want to get better. Y'all don't want to be great. Y'all just okay with being good. It's gonna be a lot of that.
I'm like, yeah, we are actually very okay with being good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know much about the Cleveland Browns, but being good is great. It feels good to me.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be some interesting debates on First Take. People during the 10-win season telling you Kevin Stefanski should be fired. See, look, the good thing is that that's not the first time that's happened.
You know what's hilarious to me about Colorado fans is that they be talking about it's like we only here for Shedeur. Y'all losing organization. I'm like, you root for Colorado.
Well, they're not Colorado fans.
Like, what are you talking about? You root for Colorado.
No, let's talk about that.
Well, the ironic part of it is that they're actually Deion Sanders fans, but like Deion Sanders has never won a game that they give you a championship trophy for in his coaching career. Lost both Celebration Bowls, never played for a Big 12 championship, did not play for the Pac-12 championship that year for sure. In the one bowl game he played in, he lost.
And not only did you lose, you got smacked.
Got ass tapped. And you played for players, by the way.
Smacked by BYU.
Like, you played Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders.
Smacked.
And BYU tapped that ass. Okay. It was never close.
That BYU defense was having a day.
And somebody said, well, it's only a 4-year career. Brother, those Jackson State teams were well overpowered for the rest of the FCS, at least in the SWAC and MEAC. He definitely should have won at least one Celebration Bowl. And the year he lost to South Carolina State, I don't even believe they were like that good. Like, I think they were up both years.
Very interested to see what Colorado does this year.
We'll see.
I'll be surprised if they're bowl eligible, if I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm not going to do this to Colorado.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to do this.
I mean, they might win 6-7 games, but they're not making the college football playoff. So,
I mean, they might. Arizona State made it last year. Like, it's not crazy. They almost made it last year. They would have beat Kansas.
If they made it, they would have got built to ass in the first round.
Who would they have played?
I don't know, but they might have played because
who did Arizona play?
Arizona State. They played Texas.
No, they would have been close with Texas. I don't think Texas was that good.
Trenches matter.
Oh no, I think Arizona State was kind of underrated a little bit in that whole thing.
Trenches matter when it comes.
Because Arizona State barely lost that game.
It went to overtime. They high key should have won.
I agree with you, Curtis. Trenches do matter, but also having the best player on the field matters. And Colorado would have the best player on both sides of the ball. And Travis Hunter.
Still, man.
That sometimes matters.
I don't know.
And it's Steve Sarkisian, right? Like, yeah, I'm not trusting Texas. But they would have played like Penn State. Yeah,
it belt BTA.
Belt ass. Penn State. Georgia. No, Georgia didn't make it, did they?
Georgia did make it. They just their offense was just bad.
Yeah, that wouldn't have mattered that much though.
I would have loved to see Colorado play Ohio State.
Oh, that would.
No, you wouldn't have. That would have been bad.
I would have loved that. That would have been fun.
Oh, they would have ran up the score.
That would have been. Remember when Colorado? I remember this shit was funny as hell on Twitter before like it got toxic and Dave Portnoy got involved. People were just roasting Colorado for losing that game to Oregon after it got hyped up.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember somebody being like, "Here's the thing, Colorado fans." Oregon not even like that, bro. That's just what a real program looks like in this conference. Oregon ain't even like that. They gonna play in the fucking New Year's Six Bowl. Like they're not even gonna make the playoff. And everybody was absolutely right about that. Like
And then look where Dillon Gabriel took them the next year. Just
Oh yeah, look, the GOAT.
look where Dillon took them the next year.
Hey, look, there is a floor on Dan Lanning quarterbacks that I just have to start respecting now.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like, there's something about that man.
Hey, he putting QBs in the league, though. He putting QBs in the league.
There's a floor because look, I thought Dillon's floor was going to look much worse. So, hats off to him on that. But yeah, it would have been another Colorado playing Oregon situation if they would have played that Ohio State team the way they were playing football at the end of the year.
Man,
dude, could you imagine like him trying to run away from Caleb Downs?
No. Theo Shin said, "Did I miss Colb talking about One Piece? I am in the midst of my One Piece watch. I have learned one thing from trying to watch One Piece. I cannot watch it late at night. I cannot watch it late at night. Because I be trying to watch it. I be trying to get through episodes late at night, and I be knocked out."
Someone said Caden Salter not impressive. I just don't know who he is. Like, is he?
He was at Liberty for 1 year, and everybody was hyping him up. Then he transferred to Colorado. I'm like, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, like, I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if Colorado's going to be good or not this year. I have no real opinion on it. It's just like, it is interesting to look at Coach Prime's history and like the amount of noise that has been made for somebody who's not really ever been in a relevant place in college football is interesting.
Kathy said, "I've been a Browns fan since 1965. I am tired of being the laughingstock for the NFL." So are we.
Hey man, suffering builds character.
So, and at some point, you need to stop suffering.
I'm about to say suffering builds character, and I hope that JP gets a lot of great personality traits out this season.
Like, I hope that we are having a good season. I hope we're pleasantly surprised this year.
I was at camp, man. I was at camp, man. Looked promising. The energy was good. I thought looks more, more upbeat.
You know, we're gonna say a lot this season. They can beat anybody and they can lose to anybody. Or hopefully they can beat anybody, but they ain't gonna lose to just anybody.
I can see, like the bad teams that they actually play on the schedule, I can see them winning those games. Yeah, I think I can see them winning those games. It's when they play all these good teams that it's going to be like,
Yeah, when you got a quarterback who can dodge Myles Garrett and still throw a touchdown, it's like, all right, well, now we're in fucking trouble. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's going to be a solid season here. You know what I mean? Let's get to the super chats.
All right, first super chat is from Iceman. He says, "I make draft cut-ups. I get prospect names from draft podcast. So I was wondering how you two build your watch list for the college season."
See, look, I don't get paid to scout college, so I'm gonna just tell you what I do. I listen to people who do, and I watch somebody play, and I'll go, that boy Cold, and I write their name down in my notes app.
No, what I do is, to be honest, I know Corey is deep into like the draft stuff now, so I'll either hit him up or just listen to what he says when he does pods, and I'll just be like, I'll watch whoever he's talking about. Sometimes I'll message Kai and be like, "Is this person good? It's like, how do you feel about so and so and so and so?" And I just go watch them and I just go from there.
Mm-hmm. And look, I just enjoy being able to watch college football and being able to say, that boy Cold, Brown should draft him.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna feel about watching Caleb Downs. I'll be like, you know what? Pooper.
Browns.
Brown. There's gonna be so many. There's gonna be
deep ball Browns.
There's gonna be so many hashtag Browns tweets for me.
Somebody page Andrew Berry. Multiple.
Hey, we gotta start doing that now, just because we said it on the
Browns. He's gonna enjoy Cleveland.
Hey, multiple tweets every week, every Saturday.
Look, Lenore Sellers runs for that first 70-yard touchdown. He's gonna love Andrew Berry. Welcome to Cleveland.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. He says, "So I was thinking about 2023, the way we played and when Watson was the quarterback, we might have won 13 games, maybe more. They were blowing teams out when he played. I mean, they were being bad teams, no doubt, but winning 13, I don't really see it. Maybe 11 or 12.
They should have got to 12 that season, but they didn't try to win the last game of the year.
But to be honest, man, they would beat good teams too. they was beating.
No, they were legitimately good. They beat the fucking 49ers who went to the Super Bowl that year with Philip Walker.
Calgary Stampeders, backup quarterback, PJ Walker, that is.
Who's shorter than Dillon Gabriel, y'all.
And that comeback, in Baltimore was fucking nuts.
Hey man, that was that. Look, we thought Deshaun was about to happen after that.
We really
and that
did.
is the cruelest thing about this story. That is where the beginning just started to end for him. Like, we thought it was about to start. We didn't know. Oh, it was just gonna go so downhill from there for him. Like, think about that shit. We were on the pod. It might happen. It might happen, y'all. And then the next pod, he was out for the year. And we're like, oh, he's got next year. We didn't understand just how over it was. Because it went from literally that to, oh my God, it's never happening the next game he played, which was the Cowboys.
From that to worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that was 6 weeks later. Like, we had no clue how old. It literally went from he might be the guy that we thought he was, or at least some version of that, to he's going to sit on this roster and collect a check to do nothing for 2 years. And we're happy about it.
Insane.
Deepest fall off I've ever seen.
Insane.
And I'm not even going to compare no rapper to it, because the last rapper I did just came back, and I don't think that's going to happen for Deshaun. Right now it's Lil Baby. Okay.
All right, next one is from Jonathan Slaughter. He says, AB said he need the dub. He feeling like Dame versus PG.
AB said he need a dub. Dame versus Paul George. Oh, like pull in from deep?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro. Look, sometimes AB be making signings, and you know how Dame be like, yo, when I got that ball, I said, I'm shooting this shit right here. Okay? Andrew Berry saw Isaiah Bond, and he said, I'm pulling this shit right now. Okay?
Man, Isaiah Bond, he was doing an interview, and he was like, man, like my agent was talking to Andrew Berry from the beginning, and I was like, that's all I need to know.
It was always gonna happen.
That's like, this been in the works since the draft. Just before the draft. I already know.
Look, Shedeur is only here because that man got in trouble. Like,
hey, but not using a pick on him makes me feel good about it, at least.
hey, look, it's low risk.
If it don't work, you just cut him.
It is just, I hope he truly is not guilty of what he was accused of.
I found out he went to Buford.
Oh, Buford?
Yeah, that's why I looked
It's
up.
a football factory. Did you see
He
what
was
the
from
stadium they just built out there? He from Atlanta?
Yeah, that's why I looked up.
They be paying kids to live there, dog. I swear to God, they got a payroll.
Yeah, let me look it up because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he attended Buford High School. He's from Hamilton, Georgia.
Look up Buford High School Stadium.
Yeah, they say it is nice. It's like really nice.
I want to go visit.
I'm looking at it right now, dog. It's crazy.
Yeah. That whole school, by the way, it's not just the football stadium. That school is better than most college campuses. Like, the facilities in that school are fucking absurd.
Oh, and there was a tweet that TA put out about Bond. He said, "I just don't think he's a good football player," which is his right. Like, he got every reason to feel that way.
Mm-hmm. Was there more?
And like this, he said,
Yeah,
okay,
there's more.
since 2003, all wide receivers drafted under 6 foot, sub 190 pounds, who ran a sub 4.40 like Bond. So this is the list: John Brown, Darius Davis, Trey Tucker, Brendan Holiday, J.J. Nelson, Darnell Mooney, blast from the past, Travis Benjamin.
Oh, the rabbit, the bunny rabbit.
Deion Butler, Sammy Parker, Anthony Gold, Eddie Royal, Marquise Goodwin, Jacob Cowing, Roscoe Parrish, Sonoris Moss, Dexter Jackson, Roman Wilson, Calvin Austin III, Pittsburgh getting all these guys, Philip Dorsett, Marvin Mims Jr., Tyler Lockett, Deshaun Jackson, Tavon Austin.
Yeah, here's the problem with that list, though, for TA. It's an undrafted free agent. If he becomes literally any of those guys on that list, is a win.
Don't let him become Darnell Mooney.
I mean, if he becomes Darnell Mooney, it's a home run, right? Like, the barrier for that pick to be successful, because it's not a pick, is so low. If he's Travis Benjamin, we're doing backflips.
If he's Eddie Royal,
Or
don't let him be Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, like Deshaun Jackson or somebody. He's not. He's not going to be that, right?
He's not going to be that.
He's not Tyler Lockett, right? The one thing I will say with Isaiah Bond is generational run of inaccurate quarterbacks he dealt with. Like, just like went through college football, dealt with first-year Jalen Milroe starter, and then went to Quinn Ewers. Generational run of just horrific accuracy from quarterbacks, which we all know Jalen Milroe, not the most accurate guy. And then Quinn Ewers is the one guy in the draft that was charted as less accurate than Jalen Milroe was. So there might be more to his game than what we've been able to see in college. But yeah, I mean, like if he just ends up being like a gadget guy that you use for a couple of years, yeah, that's a win. That's a win for you, right? Like if you would have drafted him in the 3rd round, I think I would be more susceptible to that argument. But you didn't. You just gave him $3 million, which is fucking nothing. By the way, you ever look up how little kickers get made? You know what the highest paid kicker makes?
No.
$6.5 million
Damn.
per year. Yes.
That's
Chris
who Kansas City?
Boswell's in a holdout. Chris Boswell's in a holdout right now with the Steelers. And I was like, that's what he's holding out for $7 million.
Come to Cleveland, Chris.
Like, bro, just give him the fucking money. What are you haggling with him for? It's nothing. Like, but yeah. Yeah, you didn't risk anything if you're the team. And reputation-wise, you risk everything. You risk some stuff, but honestly, like, well, what the fuck you got to risk now? You the team that brought on Deshaun Watson. Like, what reputation are you saving? You might as well get it all in right now, dog. Like,
take all the risk. Who cares?
You got one more year. Until Deshaun not on this roster, you might as well just get it all in. Take all the fucking risk in the world, because it's not like you're gonna have a good reputation until that guy's not on your team anymore.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, you might as well fucking do it. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of fuck it, dog. They already don't like us going on in that front office right now. Like, I think they legitimately tried with the draft where they're like, we're not going to take any character problems. And to their credit, they clearly liked Isaiah Bond, stayed away from him. But then the Quinshon thing happened. It was like, fuck it, dog. We can't avoid it. Okay.
This is just who we are.
Whatever, dog.
It is what it is.
It's like if she gonna say I'm cheating all the time, I might as well, right? Like, pretty sure it's a bar from a rap song or something like that.
It's like, hey man, no matter what we try, it is what it is.
Bruh, y'all already think I'm this, so I might as well benefit from it, right? Like, that's really where you're at if you're the Browns. But yeah, we'll see. We've got the next super chat.
Yeah, next one's from Ray Rags. He says, I'm already tired of this damn QB battle as a mod for UQ. That was the worst chat you ever had. I had I made so many people go take early naps. They were out here saying we didn't score a TD because Dillon Gabriel didn't throw it.
I will say this. I don't know if you guys have observed this, but some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard comes from a group of people who are supportive of one individual, and I don't understand why the ratio is so high.
Yeah, it's a lot of weirdness going on with the Shedeur thing.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it because he don't do nothing.
Yeah, and I think what is happening here is a lot of people who don't really watch football a ton are following the story very closely. And when you follow this story specifically very closely and you don't watch football a ton, you're going to end up in spaces where people watch football a lot. And people who watch football a lot and people who don't watch aren't the nicest to people who don't watch football a ton, because like there's not really a lot of patience for just like straight up ignorance. And I'm seeing a lot of like just like, wow, you don't understand how anything works, do you? Like, and I don't know how to respond to it because I legitimately think these people just don't know. Like, not even that they're like stupid or anything. It's like, I just don't think you know because you don't watch football like that. But you're really talking with a lot of confidence that makes me have to confront this. Like, you know, it is a weird place. It is a weird place. Like, again, it's never fun when the view is talking about your quarterback room. Never fun.
All right, next super chat is from Slaughter again. The rest of the NFL sits to QB its development. Browns do it, it's sabotage. Crazy work.
It's crazy work, dog. The Browns do something normal and the league just reacts to it like the craziest way possible, man.
Yeah, people just want to shit on the Browns sometimes, man. Like that's all it is. Like they're handling this entire thing with the quarterbacks the correct way, and people just for some reason can't stand it.
Like,
I don't understand. Like the only conclusion I can draw is that you just want to laugh at the Browns for doing normal stuff, but like they just doing normal stuff.
Well, I think also kind of the media environment, even within Cleveland itself, tends to be very cynical towards the Browns, which gives people kind of false confidence of like, oh, but this is just what's happening. This is what Tony Grossi is saying. Not understanding that within the Browns community, it's like we know that Tony Grossi is kind of a cynical asshole, right? Like, well, I don't know if he's an asshole, but he's cynical. So it's just kind of, it doesn't help the fact that we've been the Browns, right? Now, I've said this before. Us being the Browns is not helpful right now. Like, it just isn't. It's not the most helpful thing because it's not letting people actually see the situation. It's allowing a lot of people to run away with the worst version they can imagine of what's going on. And it's going to pay off because, like, if you aren't a Browns fan or if you aren't really following the NFL, you know the Browns stink. You know the Browns don't got quarterbacks. Like, that's stuff that everybody knows. So it's real easy to believe some of the stuff that you're hearing.
Right.
Because it sounds true. It's just like, you know, if you're closer, it's like, hey, bro, we ain't been like that incompetent in a while. But ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. We just came off 3-13. Tough case to sell. The truth is not easy to sell right now. Like, you got the next one?
Yeah, next one is from Ray Rags. He says, so he still needs cut in my opinion, but I think we might need to apologize to Deontay Johnson for that pick. It might not have been his fault, but he's still ass.
It was somewhat his fault, but yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like it was more Whiteheart's fault than his fault.
Yeah.
He didn't even try to catch that bitch.
Whiteheart?
Yeah.
No, he geared down. That was crazy. That was crazy.
He didn't even try to get his hands on the ball, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, he geared down, which like says, hey, bro, you got to throw that shit out of bounds. But yeah, I mean, that's a group failure. That's a group failure for sure.
Yeah. Sure.
And then like, it's been fascinating to see people react to Kevin Stefanski because people are like, he refuses to give Shedeur praise. I'm like, I've never seen Kevin praise anybody other than Myles Garrett.
Literally.
Only guy I've ever seen him praise. Nick Chubb. Like, I've never heard him praise Denzel Ward, and he's amazing. Like, have you?
I haven't.
I gotta look.
Dragon and Banner said Kurt Warner broke it down pretty well, and he 100% blamed Deontay. Yeah, I don't think Deontay is blameless.
Yeah.
I don't think he's blameless at all.
No, I can see how a quarterback will blame Deontay, because what Deontay did was bring the guy who got the pick six into the play.
Yeah.
And I can see how Kurt Warner specifically would be like, yeah, no, that's your fault. Reality, you just got to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's one of those plays. I said it on Twitter. It's one of those plays where like everybody involved did something wrong.
Yeah, like I think Rex Ryan has the great saying where he's like, if you're a DB, the sideline has never missed a fucking tackle, right? If you're a quarterback, the sideline has never caught an interception. Just throw it out of bounds. Nobody's ever turned the ball over, throwing it out of bounds.
Just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, especially when you're on your own 20 field position. Let's take care of the football. Again, it wasn't a real game, so not a big fucking deal. But that's what practice is for, is to learn, okay, I need to dead it here. But also, you game manager guy, you can't turn the ball over like that.
Yeah, no.
All right. Next one is from Christian. He says, Deshaun will win the Joe Woods Award. We finished half the season and realized he was more horrendous than we thought.
Oh, yeah, like that whole season where Jim Schwartz was just cooking and we was like, man, Joe Woods sucks. We're going to see the Browns go 3-0 with the rookie quarterback and be like, dude, Deshaun is fucking awful. And then somebody's going to be mad at me for bringing that up. I said that shit after the first preseason game, and I think like 4 people got mad at me about it on Twitter. And I'm like, 4 is not a lot, but it's a lot of people to be mad at me about saying Deshaun Watson sucks.
Yeah, in 2025.
So you went out your way to bring his name up. Yeah, of course, he sucks.
Oh, man. What's the last one, Curtis?
Bro, last one is from Ray Rag.
Rail had the best tweet about the Deshaun Watson thing, where it was like, oh, he's running again, and Rail just retweeted Deshaun Watson might be
Rail don't have time, bro. He do not care.
All right, this one is from Ray Rags. Has AB been wrong when he dumps the player? Baker doesn't count, in my opinion. Baker requested a trade too.
I'm sure there's 1 or 2 he's been wrong about. There has to be sure numbers.
I'm trying to think of, does Kareem Hunt count? Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he was the same exact. I don't know, because he didn't really let Kareem Hunt go. He just didn't
let him walk.
Yeah,
just let him walk.
He didn't make a decision on him. But I mean, even Kareem Hunt, it's not like he got to Kansas City and became a feature back, which is what he wanted to be in Cleveland.
He just became a third down back.
He just accepted the role that Cleveland was willing to give him that he didn't want to accept in Cleveland anymore.
I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think. Outside of Kareem, maybe.
Like, we haven't had a, oh my God, that guy used to play for the Browns and now he's good and I'm pissed thing in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Been a while since that's happened.
Yeah, been a while. Admit.
But yeah, I can't really think of anybody who's like.
Yeah, like I think Dragon brings up the OBJ thing, but OBJ requested a cut release, right? OBJ's was a request, right?
Yeah.
He demanded a release. So I think if Andrew had it his way, he would have kept Odell for the rest of the season and then moved on. And then if that would have been the timing, he would have been right.
Do you guys think he was wrong for trading Josh Dobbs?
No.
Remember that
Josh Dobbs got that full playbook memorized? Oh yeah, it was over with.
Yeah, I remember everybody losing their mind about it. I just want to say it's fascinating sometimes covering this team, because before they even knew about Josh Dobbs, everybody was fucking complaining that the only 2 quarterbacks that were going to be able to play if Deshaun got suspended was Josh Dobbs and Jacoby Brissett. Remember, everybody was losing their mind about this, and I was like one of 3 people on Twitter being like, Hey man, Jacoby Brissett's fine for what they want to do, and Josh Dobbs a decent backup for what they want to do. Everyone's like, it's awful. This is what we got to go sign Jimmy Garoppolo, and they went from that to being pissed about Josh Dobbs being traded. And I'm like, y'all didn't even like the motherfucker to begin with.
The Dobbs way better than DTR. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but is he better than getting an extra 5th round pick?
No.
Let me tell you something. The Browns in 2022 would have won the same amount of games whether they traded Josh Dobbs or not. They weren't beating the Ravens with Josh Dobbs.
Nah.
Because that was the season, right?
Well, it's 2023.
That was 23 when we traded Josh Dobbs right before, right? Or was it 2022?
No, it's 3. It's 23.
Because Josh Dobbs was on the team that year. Okay, in 22. So 23, we trade Josh Dobbs, and we win 11 games with 4 different quarterbacks. One of them, PJ Walker, and people are still fucking complaining about trading Josh Dobbs. What are we complaining about? People just be complaining and complain. They thought Josh Dobbs was going to be a fucking franchise quarterback. And I was like, I can tell you that's not going to happen.
Our beat writers were upset. That's when I was like, okay, this is ridiculous.
There's like a group of beat writers where you're like, oh, they're upset. Okay. That does not weigh my opinion at all. But yeah. Yeah, it was insane.
That's the last one.
Josh Dobbs. Is he on the team right now?
I think it was the 49ers, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And somebody said, I like Josh Dobbs because he was an engineer like me. Oh, because he's a fellow aerospace engineer. Well, Mike C. Rodriguez, you are a aerospace engineer. Josh Dobbs just studied aerospace engineering. He is a football player, dog. He's never had a full-time job in engineering. That's the thing that drove me crazy about them calling him a rocket scientist. Like, don't you got to practice science to be a rocket scientist? Like, don't you got to be out there doing science shit every day to be a scientist? Like, you can't just be a doctor just because you graduated med school. That's not how that shit works. You can't be a lawyer just because you graduated law school.
I feel like you hating on the Pastronaut a little bit.
I'm not hating on the Pastronaut. I'm just saying we're doing a lot by giving him the astronaut. Like, what did he ever do? How do we know he's actually good in that field? He might have been a C student. We out here calling him rocket science.
That's hate. That's hate.
We be out here we be impressed whenever a football player got any other degree other than general studies or communications. Okay, like I'm just asking the question, dog. Like, do we know that Josh Dobbs had good grades?
I feel like he had good grades.
I feel like rocket science.
Yeah, good grades.
I feel like rocket science is one of them things. Like, your grades got to be good, right? Like, there's no margin of error for a rocket. Like,
I feel like
pretty tight.
I feel pretty certain saying that his grades were good.
I'm just saying.
Shout out STEM majors. I wasn't one, but shout out to y'all.
I could never be a STEM major. No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's why I'm not going to hate it.
That's why I'm not going to hate ADHD going on. Look, I'm not going to hate or nothing like that, but I'm not about to call anybody who graduated from aerospace engineering a fucking rocket scientist. I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay, so this is what Mike said. He did intern at NASA for years. He had a 4.0. For what it was worth, Randy Bullock was in my class.
Randy Bullock is a wild pool. Like, and intern at NASA, I guess. But what, did they only give it to him because he played football?
Oh, wow. See, that's hate. That's crazy hate. That's insane. That's insane.
All of a sudden, I turned into JD Vance. Did he earn it? All right, maybe I was hating.
Someone please clip that. Did he earn it? Because we're gonna be able to use that on the timeline.
Aerospace engineer major Josh Dobbs. Okay.
Oh my god.
That is like literally a bit out of Curb Your Enthusiasm. This is arguing about is he actually a fucking rocket scientist or not? You ever see that one thing where he's like, so your dad was a kamikaze pilot? Yeah. Well, your grandpa was a kamikaze pilot? Yeah. But he's still alive. So how could he be a kamikaze pilot? He grazed it. He grazed it. He's like, he was a kamikaze. He just missed. Okay. I'm just saying, has he ever touched a rocket? like, I want to see the rocket he's built, Mr. Rocket Science. Okay. I want to see the one propulsion engine he's had a hand in building.
Hey. Kamikaze pilot and he missed is wild.
Well, he grazed.
I might need to watch Curb.
It's one of those shows where it's like, here's the thing with Curb. You're gonna have to understand that some parts of it are just gonna be very fucking messy.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be parts of it where you're gonna be like, man, fuck you, Larry David. That was fucked up. But then there are parts where it's like, God damn, he's funny. like, why he keep having these arguments with people? But yeah, it's a good watch. I've been rewatching it lately. But yeah, Dobbs is, I don't know. I don't have the beef with Dobbs as much as like I have the beef of like when ESPN gets something like that, how they market a player like that, and I'm just like, bro, we be out here. Like, I wonder how the rocket science community feels about Josh Dobbs being labeled a rocket. I know there's somebody else out there like he ain't no real fucking rocket scientist.
And I'm gonna say they hate just like you.
Like, I worked my whole life, got a job, intern for 10 years, got this place, finally started working at NASA. I'm a rocket scientist finally. Josh Dobbs interns for 4 years and plays football the rest, and now he's a fucking rocket scientist, man. I'm just saying, I can understand why that man would be pissed. Like,
I feel like that man needs to worry about himself.
Hey, look, valid advice. I agree with you. Valid advice. Sometimes you can have very understandable reasons for hating, and still, it's not justified to hate. like, yeah, I get why you're hating. Just saying, it's not a good look.
With that free Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter needs a quarterback. Damn. Shots at 2 franchises. Jesus.
Hey, bro. Hey, look. If Travis Hunter does not help that quarterback, oh, don't you worry. Shedeur Sanders will be free. Okay. You should be wanting Travis Hunter to not help that quarterback. Have the worst year possible. Browns get the number 1 overall pick. Somebody pops up a quarterback. Oh, yeah, Shedeur gonna go wherever you want him to.
All right.
They're gonna do the classic. We're gonna play him for 6 weeks. And then start leaking those reports behind the scenes. Man, Lenore's looks excellent. Lenore's took snaps with the ones at practice today. And by the trade deadline, risk gonna be up for a different squad.
Y'all get what y'all want.
Hey, where y'all want Shedeur at? That's my question too. Like, hey, where's better than Cleveland right now? That he would actually play.
Y'all want him to go to the Saints?
I don't think you want that. Someone said free Shedeur. Ain't nobody want his ass. I'm like,
exactly. They make it seem like, they seem like he was every team won. I'm like, brother, he got passed up multiple times.
See, look, Dragon brings up a good point. Is Dillon really a supercomputer as a non-STEM major? Who came up with it? What did Dillon major in? This is going to determine it right now. Like, Dillon Gabriel major in college. What y'all think he did? Because he transferred too many places to have no good major, right?
I'm about to say it can't be like journalism or nothing like that. Or communications or nothing like that. What do you think it was, Curtis? I think it's business. It's probably business.
Looks like a psychology major to me.
A psych is interesting. Let me tell you, my man got a bachelor's degree in multidisciplinary studies
Okay.
and a master's degree in human relations.
Okay.
He is currently in his post-bachelorate program at I don't know what a multidisciplinary studies degree is. Is that bullshit? I have no clue. Look, he got degrees in football, and more football. That's what he got degrees in.
Hey, salute. It worked out for him.
Human relations. I didn't know you can get like HR.
Oh, yeah.
He low-key be good at that.
Yeah.
Like, he low-key be good at that. I am going to put this out there. If Dillon does not work in the NFL, he will definitely be a gold medalist in 7-on-7 flag football.
Yeah.
It's like, if he ain't got no line to have to look over, dog, he gonna be fucking amazing. We gonna be like Dillon Gabriel, American hero. You know, Andrew Berry drafted a gold medalist. Can we really go with failure? America won.
I feel like that is a good time. A good place to end this pod.
Yo, this is crazy. You can look up his GPA and everything, dog. It was a 3.4.
Yeah, it's kind of insane that you could look all of that up.
That's insane. Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, that's what Dillon Gabriel did in college. I don't know if that's fucking important, but did he say Carson Schlesinger was a bioengineering major?
Bioengineering is impressive.
Hey, and like, keep in mind, he was a walk-on for most of his time at UCLA.
Grinded.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he was thinking about using that degree. Okay, like, all right.
Grinded.
At UCLA, too. I think Mike C brings up a good point. That ain't no school you just gonna get through. Okay.
Nah, you gotta grind.
No, that's a
grind.
school right there. Yes. All right. You know, say, look, that's why he got the green dot early. All right, y'all. We got anything else to say, Curtis?
No, that's about it.
Did we find out what Damo's name was so we can unban him?
Yes, we did. Hold on.
And did Damo confirm that he was banned?
He said that Torrance Lee 8113.
I looked that up. That shit ain't banned.
Oh, okay. Domo's not banned.
Yeah, Damo's been free. We'll see. I gotta look it up again, but I didn't see him in the ban list. And everybody in that ban list, I remember, they staying on that list. Okay. But that's it. Colb, any parting words?
Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody who watched us, who hasn't watched us before. Shout out to everybody who's been watching us.
Shout out to JP.
And shout out to Jay. Shout out our guy JP, man. Shout out our guy JP with the promotion.
Sir,
we love it.
Yes, sir.
And go Browns.
JP about to pull up in the Tesla, not give a fuck about none of this shit no more. Y'all have a good one. Peace.